This is Bits, a co-host with WX8BK's Night Train broadcast. We're on Twitter Tuesday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, where myself, One Wheel Willie, and our third mic, Mike Nash, interview interesting artists and people from the Web3 world and everything in between. This episode's guest is JBurn, a hip-hop artist that drops on Tezos, Solana, and the Ethereum blockchains. His tracks and beats are absolute fire. He quite often collabs with other talented artists to apply visuals to what he creates, while also dabbling in animations himself. He creates great value for his collectors, and I personally collect his pieces, and I enjoy them constantly. This episode is a great listen, and I hope you enjoy. As always, for more information on the artist, check the links below, and also hit the subscribe button, and check out more of our great interviews. Enjoy.
Bitch, am I mic'd okay?
Yes, I can hear you now in my headphones. I was just switching from the phone. Yeah, you sound great, man. Am I sounding okay? Super.
Okay, yeah, you sound great. You were a little hot on that other one, so you sound good now.
I was a little hot at the beginning?
Yeah, you're good. You're good now.
Okay, cool. Appreciate that. All right, we'll have to get some people in here. Wow. I feel oddly prepared, so I'm scared.
Feel oddly unprepared.
Oh, fuck. Well, all right.
So hopefully we cancel each other out.
Yeah, no kidding, man.
You can be extra prepared, and I'll come off the cuff.
It'll all work out. It's like I told the girl. I wasn't feeling well. I'm not feeling great today, so I just told the girlfriend. I'm like, oh, once I get in there and start talking. She goes, yeah, you like to talk. Yeah, I guess I do. Let's get a few more people in here. Tweet it out. I'm just going to send JBurn.
Not feeling so good today?
No, I'm a little dehydrated, so I don't know if it's just because of that, but the girlfriend's been sick for a couple days, so it definitely could be that, but I don't know. We'll have to wait and see. I haven't been sick in 3 years. It's bound to happen again.
That's a long time.
Yeah, man. Well, I mean, with COVID, right? We're with lockdowns and everybody sanitizing and all that crap, so
Yeah.
it worked out good.
I got like a 24-hour bug one time, and that's about the last I've had in the last 3 years too.
Yeah, it's good. People makes you realize.
Kids, wife, everyone's all had the COVID, but I managed to avoid it.
Oh, dude, you're lucky. That's awesome. Hasn't Poke had it like twice, 3 times or something like that?
I think so.
I'm just sending out a message here. And then I'll play us a nice little tune I got. It's a great tune. It's actually a tune from our guest artist tonight, JBurn, as a matter of fact.
Very cool. Can't wait to hear it. Listening to some of his stuff today.
Yeah. He's got some good stuff. And I mean, a lot of the guests a lot of the artists we've had on here, there's been numerous, and they've recommended them, so we probably should have had him sooner, but at least we're having him up now. I'm just going to message him now. Do some
good day. Good day out here.
How's the
people know that we're live?
How's the 90-degree temperatures you got going on?
I haven't gone outside yet. I was trying to rush to get. We got a new TV in today, so I was trying to rush to get that set up for the kids before the space started. I'm not out there in just a minute here.
The mornings are getting really chilly here. Still warm in the evening, but I'm getting a little bit better at running an iPad, a computer, and a phone all at once.
The massive multitasking.
Yeah.
That's good. Starting to get there and dialed in.
Fucking huge Mike just joined us.
I could just clear up my IRL Tuesdays a little bit before the space so I could be a little more prepared.
Well, you take your time, man. It's our space. It's our space. You can take as much time as you want.
That's a disservice to the artist.
Well, it is, but hey.
Probably give ourselves a couple minutes to warm up, right?
That's right. Well, we do have that, right? We always have that, little bit of warm up time. All right. Well, I think I'm going to drop this tune because I like it a lot, and I want to hear it again. That way, give Willie a moment, gather himself. A few people to cruise in.
She's in my thoughts, she's in my brain, she's in my heart, she's in my way, she's in my thoughts, she's in my brain, she's in my heart, she's in the way, she's in my thoughts, she's in my brain, she's in my heart, she's in the way, she's in my thoughts, she's in my brain, she's in my heart, she's in the way. I never felt like this before, this before, this before. I never felt like this before, this before, this before. I never felt like this before, this before, this before. I never felt like this before. Inside of her arms is my favorite place. Inside of my arms is where she feels safe. I can't believe all the things that we made. You make me smile everything that you say. You got me asking how much can I take. All of this love makes me feel like I'll break, but this is something I don't want to escape. You have my faith, I want you to stay. She's in my thoughts, she's in my brain, she's in my heart, she's in my way, she's in my thoughts, she's in my brain, she's in my heart, she's in the way. I never felt like this before, this before, this before. I never felt like this before, this before, this before. I never felt like this before, this before, this before. I never felt like this before.
And I'm telling you all, you got to listen to it with like headphones on or on a better stereo than your phone speaker. But good song all around. I like that one. I picked that up today. It's called Like Love. It's by our guest artist that's going to be up here in a little bit, who's just joined us as well, JBurn. Produced by Big Bad Beats. Written, performed, mixed, and mastered by JBurn. Cover art by Adelia Avasa. I probably have said that wrong, but I'm sure I'll get corrected a little bit later on. But yeah, I pinned it up at the top for anybody that's interested. You can go buy it. It's on Tezos, 9 Tez. It's well worth it. It's a groovy tune. You can check it out. You got yourself all sorted, Willie?
I think so.
Yeah.
I'm outside at least. It's usually the first step. This airplane or something. Drop a Boeing bomb on my driveway.
Did you just say this air? As long as the airplane doesn't drop a bomb on your driveway, bowling ball?
Yeah, I don't know. I hear an airplane above me now. I'm afraid I should be out in my driveway.
Oh yeah, you're right. Get flying shit. Flut's right. I forgot flying shit from the airplane.
Yeah.
Life and
I did check out that tune you played today. Actually, I do like that one.
Yeah.
Very mellow.
Yeah, I like it a lot. It's groovy. I just played it for the girlfriend just before we came on, and she likes it too. It's dope. It's very good. A lot of the stuff is really good. But before we talk about that, how's your golf cart?
Golf cart's running pretty good. Drove it out to the back lot the other day though, and I got a bunch of goat heads out there, and got myself a flat tire.
What was that? What did you call them? Goat heads?
Yeah, goat heads, like stickers.
What the fuck is that? Like rocks?
It's like a sticker. No, it's a weed.
Oh.
And it's got like real tiny little sticker things on it, and they stick in your shoes and your tires and everything.
Really? That's some serious shit, man.
You guys don't have goat heads in Canada?
Nope.
Too cold?
I guess.
Ground's all frozen.
That's pretty much the reason we don't have much of anything is because it's cold. But yeah, no, I've never. The fact that it'll go through your tire, that's pretty wacky, man. Like fucking, what happens if you fall on that?
It hurts like hell.
Are they
Just walking on it, if it goes through enough, ooh, that hurts like hell too.
That's wild. Are they like? Can they get big? Are they small plants? They like just ground lying or like bushes?
They're mostly ground line, yeah,
Huh.
but they spread. Like they can, like a single plant can spread, 15, 20 feet wide, even though it's not growing above. You know what? That might be what tumbleweeds grow out of, actually.
You
I
mean
don't know. We have a lot of tumbleweeds around here, but
you mean tumbleweeds
I'm not
just
sure.
don't come out of the factory like that? Tumbleweeds are actually a thing.
I'm not sure how tumbleweeds
I
grow.
I know. Here's the major questions we ask on this show, right? Like, well, we always tell people you got to listen. You never know what we're going to talk about. It could be anything.
Never know.
Golf carts to what was it called? A goat head? A go head?
Goat head,
Go.
yeah,
It is goat head. Okay, goat heads
yeah.
and where do tumbleweeds come from? Because I mean, I see tumbleweeds. They're just always a tumbleweed. I guess they fucking. It's got to grow. It's got to be
I
something.
think they come in all different sizes.
That's true.
Yeah, we
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 do
get
have
them 10, 20 feet around out here sometimes. The wind will
what?
just blow, and then you're like you gotta dodge it on the highway. That thing will fuck you up.
This is come on, 10, 20
Yeah,
feet.
tumbleweeds get huge, man.
And is it like it's one weed?
Okay, but maybe not 20 feet, but like 10 feet.
Because like
Like,
we got tumbleweeds here, and like they might be as okay, I guess as high as the hood of the car. Okay, so I guess it's believable. It can grow big. Fucking trees get pretty big, so why not
yeah,
tumbleweeds?
I've
Wow,
I've I've seen them as high as the roof of the car,
it's like
like SUVs, so like 10 feet, 8 feet.
it's like a bad B-rated movie. You see like a kid running down the street, "Mom, save me!" And this giant tumbleweed coming down. It's got like all these kids and people and cats and dogs stuck in it.
Yeah,
Well, that's what we learned today. We've learned some interesting stuff already. I like it. Always learning. Yeah,
yeah.
I had my wallet.
Um,
I had my Ethereum wallet confirmed
so
last week.
next
Oh,
week,
hello.
before we bring JBurn up here, next week we are having on an IRL artist that does like race cars, like all race car theme stuff, and
That's cool.
I don't think he knows what an NFT is, so I think that's going to be a fun one.
That'll be really fun. I like that.
Yeah, so
That would be all
gen-
right.
artist by the name of Kelly Tefler that I met out at the racetrack this last weekend, and bought a piece from him from my dad, and asked if he'd come on, and he said yeah. So we'll talk to him next week.
That's right. Didn't you say like you had to talk to his publicist or something, or
Yeah, his
manager?
business manager texted me today
Wow.
and was like, "Hey, I'm in contact with I'm contacting on behalf of." And I'm like, "Whoa, this is new."
Yeah, we'd never had that
Like,
before.
we usually just DM the artist on Twitter or Discord, and
Yeah, we stumbled upon our. Wow, we're getting serious now. Pretty soon we're gonna be signing contracts. Yeah, maybe not, but
yeah, I need my own business manager now.
I know. Well, what I'll do is I'll direct anybody that I'll direct people to you. You'll be my business manager, and I'll be your business manager.
Oh, there you go. I like that idea.
Right?
That way, it at least looks like we have a business manager.
That's right. Exactly that. Looks like we're a big corporation here, doing big stuff.
Yeah.
Not that we're just hanging out in our offices or in our backyard with things thrown together. We're going pro. We're going pro. We got to figure out Miami. You and I talked about that in the background there about trying to get together some of the artists that are coming to Miami and trying to do just a small, quick space with them there. I still like that idea. I got that going in my head. It's like I said, the only issue with that is, depending on how many people show up, is microphones, right? But people do.
Yeah. Do we try to find a couple Bluetooth mics or try to share AirPods so we're not from 8 different accounts, or I don't know. We just have everybody sign up from their phone because it's Twitter and you want
Yeah.
people to, nothing gathers a crowd like a crowd.
I think that would be kind of funny if you Everybody just sit in a room around a table, and we're all talking into our own phones. It's kind of the way the world is now, isn't it? Right? Everybody sits around at fucking tables, and we're all staring at our phones all the time.
Yeah.
Right. So I guess it would be pretty static. We could do it anywhere then. We could all like
Performative art that way.
Yeah, absolutely we could. That's not a
And
bad.
then we could run a flash mob or some dumb shit.
Where we all stare at our phones.
Yeah, we can all stare at our phones in a flash mob.
Nobody.
In the middle of some Times Square or something. Not Times Square, but I don't know what's in Miami. But
Yeah, because
some sort of town square.
Because nobody would be on their phones there. In a little bit, I'm going to post up at the top. I'm going to post a tweet for everybody to go up to for the giveaway tonight. We are giving away a Laser Lou Dude piece. He was our last week's artist. If you missed him, you can probably still listen to the recording on the old Twitter space. We got a piece from him that we're going to be giving away. We're just going to be a like retweet giveaway. That we'll use the Twitter picker deal to do that. I'll post that up in a few minutes. When you see it there, just go up there and do whatever it says to do. It's our first time we've really given. Well, not really, right? Other people have given away stuff on our space. We personally have not given away anything yet, but this will be the first for us.
I have. I gave a couple things away out of my personal wallet.
Oh, did you? Fuck, was I?
Yeah, kind of early on.
Was I here? Oh, yeah, I think so.
I honestly don't actually remember which pieces they were though. Mike Vandy down there would probably know. Huge Mike would probably know because
he probably
he won them.
Yeah, I was gonna say he probably won it. If it wasn't
I
me,
think he won them. So
if it wasn't me, oh, that's right. Yeah, that's right. You did. I think you gave away some grapes or something for the Wag Me Wine project.
I gave away something that wasn't Wag Me Wine related too one time.
Okay, all right. Well,
I don't remember what it was. It was in theme with whoever we were talking to.
It could have been one of the nights where I.
Oh, you know what I think it was? I think it was a One Wheel Willie piece from Voxel Junk.
Oh, right.
I think I gave away one of those.
Right. I think Voxel Junk was one of the folks that recommended we have JBurn on, I do believe. As a matter of fact.
Yeah, one of the first ones too.
Yeah. Cool. Well,
several people have recommended it, like you said.
We got our homie from the other side of the world there, Dan Williams, dropping in on us. He's been a long-time supporter. Daddy V Daughters, Huge Mike, Laser Lou Dude, and Brooke Hawk down there. Thanks for popping in. Of course, we got JBurn up there. We got any more housekeeping that we need to do? Did you buy any good NFTs? I lost NFTs.
Yeah. I didn't know if you want to talk about that or not, so I wasn't really going to bring it up. And
I'm okay with it. I'm becoming okay.
You wanted
with
to.
It. Yeah, it's all right. Yeah, no, my wallet got compromised some way, shape, or form, which was quite odd because I haven't used my Ethereum wallet. I think I've used it twice in the last couple of months. And yeah, one of those mints was the what was it? Goblin bitch strippers. And
yes,
and a piece from this artist called Milk. But yeah, no, I have no idea what happened. I just went over to the old BFM Discord to check in with the fam, and everybody was showing some new fish that they had bought, and I was kind of like, well, that looks like my fish. Well, that kind of looks like, and then I realized they were my fish. So it was really weird because the person that got access to my wallet, however it was, only took these NFTs. They took the Based Fish Mafia NFTs, and they took all of my Moose Society NFTs. They didn't take the $70 in ETH that I had in there. The other NFTs, if they had any brains on them, they'd know that they were all rugs anyways, so it didn't matter. But yeah, no.
Hey, don't talk about Flutterflies like that.
Oh, sorry, I forgot my Flutterflies. No, and that was the insulting part.
And Meta Bunny. You still got your Meta Bunny, right?
Yeah, that's in my ETH wallet too. Okay, I haven't really. It's been interesting. It stressed me out a lot. I like freaked out, and I kind of dropped Twitter and Discord for like 24 hours because I was just like mortified. Because I mean, in the end, it made me feel bad because, everybody's telling me not to beat myself up, but it's like I fucking must have clicked on something somewhere at some point in time, and to cause this to happen. But then the other thing that really I found crazy was So people have bought my fish back, and the Moose Society, a bunch of them got together and they bought a few of my moose back for me, and they're like giving them back to me once I get, like, I got my wallet set up this morning, and over the weekend I went out to the cabin, and I really had to, like, it like stressed me out. It was, I don't, I mean, I never thought that in this space and with these strangers, well, I mean, who are good friends. I've been talking to these people for almost a year now, but like they would go out and spend their money to give these things back to me. Like, and I'm just like, I was beside myself. Like, I kind of didn't do any discording or twittering at all this weekend because it was just like freaking me out, right? Like, it's like I don't have the money to buy all these things back, but these people are doing this for me, and it, and I got a lot of kind words from people, and it kind of made me feel good. And I'm kind of trying to live with that now that obviously I have made an impact on some people. I make people laugh, apparently. and it blows me away, but it was very stressful to me because I've never been in a situation like this where people would have to, buy things and give them to me or whatever, right? So it's kind of, it just felt, it didn't feel right for me to do that. It was just like so crazy. It was really whirlwind. But yeah, so I'm getting a few of my fish back. I'm getting a few of my moose back. I'm pretty excited. I'm going to test my wallet out tonight and make sure everything's tickety-boo and get everything transferred over. So we live and we learn, folks. Don't click on strange links. I have no idea when I did it, how I did it, or what. A few people looked into it. Apparently it goes back to a phishing scam contract somewhere along the way. Even the mayor, Ty, looked into it a little bit with me, and we were having a chat. He called me up the one day at lunch, and even he looked into it, and he's like, yeah, they took him out in the middle of the night. Gas was cheap. It was like 60 cents or whatever, and he was dumbfounded too that they took the NFTs, because he's like, they usually don't take the NFTs. It's the ETH that they want. So whatever. I was like, if it wasn't for all the people being so cool and like the great words and all that stuff, man, I tell you that I would never frickin' touch ETH ever again. I would have just pissed away that wallet, just been done with everything that had to do with ETH. Maybe, I don't know. Weird. Anyways, that was my story. It was very unpleasant. I didn't like it. But the outreach, outreach from the Based Fish Mafia and Wag Me Wine people and the Moose Society has been absolutely fucking amazing.
Yeah, it really says a lot about those communities, right?
Big time, man, big time. These people, like, they don't have to do that. Nobody has to do that. That's, like, it's just, fuck. Yeah, no, it blows me away. And I'm really happy for it. And, yeah, I'm going to make an effort to make sure I do whatever I can for those folks. And keep, I was just touched at the things that people said to me too, right? Like that, like fucking, because I'm asking them like, well, why are you doing this? You don't have to do this. And just the things that people said was like, that was pretty amazing. It's kind of look at me now, ma, kind of moment. I'll show her. I'll screenshot them and send them to her.
Yeah, because I mean, it's also a testament to the impact that you've had on those communities, and the space in general.
Yeah, I'm pretty blown away by that. I mean, I guess I do. Yeah. Sorry.
I was just saying, like I kind of knew coming, after a couple weeks of being in, buying, minting my first NFTs and stuff like that. I kind of saw that this is a big money game, you know. Make no qualms about it. There's a lot of corporate money especially in ETH NFTs, and there's no real way to really compete with that. So you're either just following the trend, or the route I tried to take was I'm just going to try to build some relationships, and hopefully maybe one day I get a little inside knowledge or something on somewhere, just by being a pillar in the communities.
True that. You're very active in the communities, and you do a lot in a lot of the discords and stuff like that too, man. You do, definitely. Yeah, you do. You make it. I see you like in the grotto. Like you make an impression. You're always the first one there to say hi to people when new people come in and stuff. Yeah, I don't know. It's cool. I just never. Yeah, I just don't think about. I just never thought about that the impacts. I just like to fucking talk a lot, and I like to meet people and hang, and be nice to people, and didn't think it really
Yeah, same here. You know,
didn't think it made any difference.
I don't do it as like a I do you a favor, because I'm not really doing anybody a favor. I'm just telling them hi, and hey, this is kind of how this community runs. You know, this is the things you need to know here and there.
Mm-hmm.
Because I'm bored at work. I mean, you know.
Yeah, well,
So
that's
then if those things do repay at some point, because someone goes, oh, this guy's really nice to me, cut you a deal, you're looking for this or that, and I've got one, I got an extra one, I'll get the deal, whatever. Then great. If not, no hard feelings,
yeah,
nothing lost.
for sure. I'm very happy, as I said, very happy for all the people I've met, and I've realized I've made a bit of a difference, and people recognize. So, big time. Can't wait to get to Miami and actually put some fucking faces to these names, and to fucking give some people some hard handshakes, and a couple hugs and stuff like that, because there's lots of people that have just been amazing. Speaking of amazing people, Poke Shaman just popped in, and we got Wag Me Wines in here, and Huge Mike, you're definitely one of the amazing people, of course. Dad of your daughters as well, Dan
Lazy
Williams.
Lou's down there that we talked to last week.
Yep, he's an amazing people.
Welcome Lou, dude.
I took 2 of my lasers out to the cabin, and all I did was I just shined them around in my hands all over the trees. Drunken in the middle of the night. Woo!
You said you were going to.
Yeah, and I did, man. I sure as hell did. It was fun. I enjoyed it.
You should have snapped a couple pictures at least.
Yeah. I guess, well, you don't think of those things at the time when you're out there drinking drunk by yourself. Dancing around. Everybody else went to bed. Not me, man. It was a laser party in the backyard. Cool. All right. Well,
too funny.
Unless there's any other pressing things we need to talk about, I think we've eaten up enough time and made our special guest wait long enough. Unless you got something else there you wanted to drop.
No, I mean I could talk for an hour or two about this last week's race weekend, but obviously, no, let's get into it.
Yeah, we'll get into
let's
the race.
Talk to JBurn, and
we'll get into the race
we
weekend.
can get into the race a little later.
Yeah, right on. Cool. So, everybody here, our guest artist tonight is with us, is JBurn. Been recommended to us a few times by a few of our past artists that have been on. And I think even came up a few times when I posted up on Twitter a few months back about looking for just Tezos artists that are, music. Because, well, I like music, right? And, I mean, this space kind of lends itself to that kind of stuff anyways. There's no video, so music is definitely a way to go. And definitely listened to a few of JBurn's pieces and his samples and stuff like that. And, I mean, if you guys were here, for those of you that were here at the beginning, I did play that piece that's pinned up at the top there. You can check it out. Is Feel Good? No, that's not Feel Good. That's the other one. My iPad just died on my ass. Anyways, I'm gonna stop fucking everything up and invite our guest up to chat with us. JBurn, you want to unmute yourself, sir, if you're ready? We'd love to have you come up. Introduce yourself. Give us a little bit of a background to you. You can dox yourself as much as you want, little as you want. You can tell us about golf carts if you know anything.
Yo, what up, guys?
Hey, how's it going?
Yeah, I'm JBurn, and I make music. I make hip hop on Tezos. I collab with dope visual artists to provide a unique experience. It's been pretty fun. About a year into my journey, so we're gonna keep it going. Got a bunch of shit going on right now. Doing a lot of exclusive stuff for my collectors who have been supporting, and the new ones that come in that want to throw a lot of support my way, doing special stuff for them. So I would say just check it out. Check out the music. Browse through it. There's over 100 or about 100-ish. So lot to listen to, lot to check out, and you'll learn a lot about me from a bunch of the songs. Yeah, man. Appreciate you having me up here.
Yeah, cool. It's really great to have you. I've definitely poked through a lot of your stuff. I put a lame offer on, I think it was a piece called Purple. It was like a little instrumental sample that you had done. I think it was called Purple. But I realized your collectors that have your pieces don't want to let them go for nothing. So I'm gonna have to try a little bit harder, I think, and putting some offers in and seeing if anybody wants to part with things. Um, so have you uh, so have you always been a music maker, or is music making also something that's very new to you in this past like year?
No, I've been messing around ever since I smoked weed when I was 17. I started freestyling, started rapping, and yeah, just got into it, got more and more into it, and the more I don't know, the more I saw people do it, and the more I learned about it, the more I realized that it's what I wanted to do. Eventually, I found NFTs, and yeah, it's been tough. Obviously, not too much music on Tezos, but I mean, somebody's got to do it, right? Somebody's got to like start it and be the change. So that's where I'm at.
Yeah, that's the one thing I noticed. Like as I said, I mean, using these Twitter Spaces, right? Like you don't have video or anything like that. You can pin things to the top, but obviously it really lends itself, just like radio. It lends itself to having sound. Obviously, your pieces also have a visual portion to it as well for sure. But at least you can play some tunes, which I think is great. I like it. That this piece that you that I purchased today, this like love. Can you tell us a little bit about that?
Yeah, Adelia is one of my favorite creators. My collaborator on that piece. She's one of my favorite creators in the space. Still kind of a little underrated, but she's definitely been getting the praise she deserves. So we had collabed before. I introduced her to a couple other artists, and she wanted to collab again. I wanted to collab again, of course. Again, one of my favorites. So this time, she was just like, "Yeah, how about I make the visual and then you make a song?" So I don't know, a week or so later, she sent me the visual, and yeah, I wrote the song. Like I don't know, it's like an hour or two. It took to like get a decent rough draft of it. And yeah, she's my muse. So shout out to Delia.
So you wrote the song to match the visual after you got it?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
Do you ever do it the other way around also?
yeah. That's how I usually do it. Usually, I'll find an artist that I like or that I've collected a lot from, and I'll hit them up asking them to collaborate. I do the audio, they do the visuals, and honestly, it's a super easy sell. Like it's a super easy sell. They're usually all about it, and yeah, it's only this is only the second or third time besides the occasional commission theme song that I've actually had to make something for a specific piece, and I enjoyed it. It was kind of easy. It gave me a direction, so I wasn't just like, the beginning of creation is so hard because obviously it's so open ended and you can go anywhere with it. So with the actual direction, it was almost like, a path opened up. So it was, yeah, very easy to create. And yeah, like love. I mean, it's about a guy who's in love and he likes it, but he's scared of it and maybe doesn't want it. But at the end of the day, he's about it.
I fucking love that tune as soon as I heard it. It's just awesome. It's yeah, it's cool that you can create either way. That you've discovered you can go either way, right? You can take a piece of art and make something musically for it, or vice versa. We were talking to Mike Nash a couple weeks ago, and he was saying how he likes to be given ideas, and then once people start giving him ideas, he just like goes off like a rocket. But I guess it's part, whether you're with any artist, right? I mean, whether you're making music, painting, or whatever, you can go either way. You can be given ideas and create, or some people just like to dig it up from inside. Um, Tezos, is there? How's your journey been with Tezos? I know you like Tezos a lot. You're a pro Tezos fan. You obviously. Did you choose it automatically? Did you try to mint on anything else before?
I was on Ethereum before. I dropped this song. I dropped two songs on ETH, but didn't really do much with them. Didn't really try to push them. I actually sold out this little PFP project on ETH called Nervous Ghost, and it went a little crazy for a month or so. But during that process, I realized, especially with gas surging at the time, I realized how hard it was to like, and I wasn't charging much for what I was selling. So I wanted to reward my collectors, but also sell at a reasonable price. And it just like wasn't adding up over there. So when I found Tezos, um, I only minted music on there because I was like, oh, I'm going to do whatever on ETH and I'll just mint my music on Tezos. So it wasn't that serious at first. And eventually, I just fell in love with Tezos and what I could do on there, from like airdropping a shit ton of pieces to collectors without it really costing anything, to being able to burn pieces down without it. Again, it would cost like 20, $30 at that time to burn something down on ETH. So it was crazy. And yeah, the more I got into Tezos, the more I'm digging the community, the way they operate, the creator collector balance is pretty fire, especially with the new influx of collectors. Uh, yeah, AI's kind of taken over right now. That's definitely a battle, and I know everybody here who's not an AI artist knows exactly what I'm talking about. But besides that, it's just been fantastic. Yeah, meeting collectors, creators. And I mean, you've seen some of these creators. They're so skilled, and we get to just hang out with them and just chill with them. They're homies. Like, it's crazy.
No, definitely.
Yeah,
That's something with this space that we've really been able to see firsthand. Like I guess it's like we've found some of these artists separately, but then all of a sudden you have them on the space and you realize, oh, you guys know each other. Like the hanging out and being able to talk and being accessible has been like well, obviously for this space, for our Twitter space, it's been absolutely essential and huge. And we are so astonished sometimes with the willingness for people to come on and to chat with us. Like where you don't get that when you get these big time artists and stuff like that. And ETH just seems like a little bit more of a higher end kind of deal. It doesn't seem as friendly. It seems cold. My personal opinion, anyways. But yeah, Tezos is definitely where
yeah,
it's
we
at.
we would have never gotten this far talking to ETH artists, just because like during the big bull runs, 6 months ago, 9 months ago, whatever, like a lot of those discords started locking down and everything, and those artists started really kind of standing on their pedestals, if you will, at least the ones that I'm familiar with, and the barrier to entry was just too high, so that's why we love Tez, is that same reason that it's a low barrier to entry and everyone's just so friendly.
A lot of
Yeah,
community.
it's really it's a crazy little ecosystem we have here, and yeah, it's primed to blow, honestly. And we saw that with the PAC came around, that permanent art collection, spending its million Tezos, and it was just insane. And yeah, yeah, I would say definitely build your community. If you're creating, you need to build a community, and if you're a collector, all you got to do is join some dope communities. But it definitely, community is a huge key in my opinion. It's hard to move as a community and to get communities to like really come together, but when they do, man, it's special.
Yeah, they can do amazing things. It is definitely a special thing. I mean, even as a community, like with the Wag Me Wine project that we're involved in, that Poke Shaman down there runs. Like even there, like we all collect together. A lot of us have we have like tastes. So I mean, somebody will come in and be like, "Hey, I found this great artist," and then all of a sudden we're going out of nowhere and we're sideswiping them and we're just buying up all these pieces, and then eventually they'll come into the community to see what the hell is going on, and thank us. And sometimes they join in the game. Nike Jerk, who my profile picture is a piece from, like he got random airdropped a game piece from us from Wag Me Wines, and he all of a sudden he had an offer on it. He sold it, and then he's like, maybe I shouldn't have did that. And he came into the Discord. Now he's an active member of our Discord. Plus, we've all bought a bunch of his pieces of his art. Like, it's really cool to support. You know, I totally get what you're saying there. Like, the support is amazing, and once the ball starts rolling, it's just a beautiful thing for sure for artists and the collectors. 100%. Do you so are you maybe a dumb question, maybe not. You constantly create every day, all the time, 24 hours?
No, I'm usually chilling, like a villain. Actually, let me just lie to people. I'm busy. I'm so busy, like all the time, with all the stuff I have going on behind the scenes. All the offers coming in and stuff. It's just a huge hassle. But
World tours.
yeah, you can find me creating or thinking about creating. Yeah, very, very, very often. But yeah, just so busy, guys. So busy. I barely had the time to be here, but I had to come through and hang out because you guys are so dope. So I appreciate you again for having me.
There you go. Cutting out a piece of time for us. Love it.
Had
Yeah,
to,
we
had
we
to.
we appreciate your time. So, um,
The world tour.
The world tour is like low key. I mean, yeah,
Oh,
yeah, it'll be a small world tour, but I gotta head over to Indonesia. Um, they might want me somewhere over in Europe and some European countries. So small world tour, but
for
yeah,
sure.
for sure.
Absolutely. You're starting in the U.S., so I mean that encompasses
No,
a
I
little
probably world tour before I U.S. tour.
bit. That's facts with a lot of people. That's true. I love. I go to Italy every couple of years, and I can tell you, I go over there, and I'll hear music by artists who are like North American, and it's like, well, I haven't heard this back home, and you won't hear it here for like 4, 5, 6 months down the road, and it's like it's so wacky. They're so ahead over there. They have way better. They must just have better taste than us, I guess. I don't know.
well, they'll definitely tell you that.
Yeah.
It's the way they support. It's different. The way like non-Americans support hip hop and like just like American music and just American things in general is like it's just so different. Americans just don't care about American creations like that. You take your stuff over to like Europe or Asia, and they're just like, "Fuck yes, give me some of that." That is style right there. That's flavor.
Well, you just look at how they dress in most of those places too, whether it's France, Italy, Spain. I mean, they got style. Absolutely.
Yeah, I need to travel more. I'm actually uncultured, and my opinions are biased and usually just very off base. So, guys, do your own research.
There we go. The do your own. Damn, we didn't do that disclaimer at the beginning, huh? We always do the disclaimer that we can't give you financial, or sorry, Willie can't give you financial advice, or plumbing advice, or golf cart advice, or whatever. But I live in Canada.
None of it. No, I can give you no advice
No,
legally. None.
no, I
You
can
can't
give.
take any of my advice.
I live in Canada, so I can give you whatever advice you want. If you follow it, it's your own frickin' problem. So we're good.
Yeah.
Do you? What are your musical influences?
I was just gonna ask that same damn question.
Oh, great minds think alike.
Man, this is like a most asked question.
For sure.
So yeah, Kid Cudi, Mac Miller, um, early Earl sweatshirts, Modest Mouse, brand new, Take Me Back Sunday, uh, uh, Explosions in the Sky, anything random and good. That's an influence.
I was gonna say that was a little bit variation there. The Modest Mouse. I used to listen to Modest Mouse years ago.
Yeah, but like go back and listen to any Modest Mouse song and tell me like that's not close to like a new age hip hop song. Like
Yeah, for sure. I think I even saw them on a Warp tour, or Vans. Yeah, way back in the day. I think I listened.
bars, dude.
Yeah.
Modest Mouse got bars. Let's not forget Flowbots, bro.
Oh, Flowbots was good too.
Handlebars.
Yeah, totally.
I laughed, but I'm not joking. I love that song.
Yeah, absolutely. It's good.
Yeah, it's a catchy tune.
I think it's really important for everybody to have a broad appreciation for music. Anybody that locks themselves into one genre and one type of music is missing the big picture. 100%. I was a DJ for many years, and that's it's where it comes from for me. I kind of got forced into it, right? If you don't like a little bit of everything, being a DJ playing high school dances and fucking not necessarily just nightclubs, you're gonna hate your life if you have to play all that other music and not enjoy some of it. And let's face it, there's great musicians in all genres. It's 100% fact. Can't even argue that. We're pretty uncultured around here as well, and and we might ask questions that get asked a lot. We might ask questions that we should know the answers to, but we bring you in, we bring our guests in, and we just want to know. We want you to tell it to us and let us, and we want to go on our own journey with you. I mean, sometimes we talked about plumbing, with some of our artists, just because it came up, and that's how the conversation went. So we like to be very casual in here. Just also,
So
yep.
if I can expand on that, what are your influences question is like why hip hop? Is there like a song or an album that growing up you were just like, this is what I like to listen to? Like, is there something that you can pinpoint like that, or something cultural maybe, or do you know?
I just grew up in an urban area. We listen to hip hop. Everyone listened to hip hop and R&B. I remember
Okay,
growing up, listening to, you got Eminem on the radio, Real Slim Shady. You got fucking Skeet 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 with the Lil Jon and the East Side Boys. You got all kind of stuff like that. Even like Limp Bizkit and Kid Rock. When people listen to like not hip hop stuff, it was still influenced by hip hop. So it was always hip hop, to be honest. Maybe if I could sing, it'd be R&B, or maybe I'd be a singer songwriter. But I can't sing for shit. So and you can listen in the songs. Like, I don't really. You can tell when I use auto tune. These recent songs, they're not auto tuned. It's just a second layer that helps like almost make it sound good. But yes, I mean, hip hop. I like bars. I like the way they rhyme. So hip hop, it's like, it's so open ended, the way that rhyme schemes can go, and like freestyling is like an art, where you just bounce off of words, and so that was always fun for me. I like parkour. I like Bruce Lee and the way he had his philosophy and his style of like efficiency. Um, yeah, man, hip hop all day, and them beats, man, them beats.
No,
yeah,
Come on.
that's where I was. I mean, in my
You
youth.
never heard anything like that. The way they were mixing, like the way they mix hip hop beats, and they take things and they just fucking it's crazy. So yeah,
yeah, no, I appreciate that's it's definitely an art for sure. Like, I mean, the way that somebody can take a small sample, play it backwards, speed it up just a little bit, do this to it, and all of a sudden you fucking just opened up a whole new world. And as a listener, you can listen to it and go, it's very familiar, but it's a little bit strange, and it's definitely an art, 100%.
yeah, it's good stuff.
And a lot of your stuff too. You're definitely, and you said already, right? I mean, you're a smoker, or
Yeah, I'm grinding up a bowl right now.
right on.
I'm,
Good stuff. What do we know what we're smoking tonight?
yeah, I got some 90 micron.
90
I
micron.
don't know much about
No.
it, but it's fire.
Gets you high. That's what's important.
Gets you high as fuck. You
Yeah.
gotta add the as fuck.
As
It's
fuck.
dangerous.
As fuck.
You can't hand this shit off to like a beginner, for real.
Oh yeah, we're talking like that now. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. This is some of the best stuff I've had in like
That's
ever, for real.
that's awesome.
I might get a little silly.
That's all right. I was just the only reason I asked that question too was because I just looked at my joint here and I thought it was about time. Maybe bits get a little silly. I'm smoking a sativa tonight though. no indica because I want to try and make it through to the end of the show without falling asleep.
Fun fact about me, I do not like sativas. They act like Adderall for me. I wake up and I
Really?
smoke indicas. I don't drink coffee either.
Wow. I'd consume a large amount of coffee. Actually, honestly, sativas are not usually my go-to either, because I just like indicas because it feels like it's a way harder hitting high, personally. And in the end,
Absolutely.
if it tastes good, it gets me high. It doesn't even have to taste good half the time, and I'm okay with it. As long as it gets me high. Are
As
you
long
in?
as it just tastes all right.
Yeah.
It's
It's
not a it's not an 82 Bordeaux or anything.
no, no, it's not. The stuff that I just got last Friday here, I went to my local dispensary, which I haven't been to. I haven't been to a dispensary here since they made it legal up here in Canada. I haven't been to one in years, and things have changed. At first, it was they were like walking into a fucking doctor's office or a pharmacy, and there was like nothing there. You couldn't see anything. They just had these boards up with names of shit on them and per gram and stuff, and it was like you walk in, you're like, fuck, dude, am I gonna like? Are you guys gonna like take my temperature before I buy my weed, or what's going on here? This is sterile. And now it's changed. Now they got like showcases. You can't help yourself, obviously, but they got showcases with like packaging. Mind you, our packaging is lame. It's got to be like very fucking like one color. The big danger, this is marijuana thing has to be on the front, but at least there's something to look at now. But I paid $60 for this ounce, and it's pretty good. I'm pretty happy with it. Some
Wait, how much?
$60.
Where are you at?
Yeah, Canada. Yeah,
Yeah, that's pretty reasonable right there.
yeah. We can go. Like I got a place that I order online from, and they send me like their weekly deals. Like today, they just sent me two. They got two different strains for $44 for an ounce. And don't get me wrong, sometimes they come and they're like they taste terrible. Sometimes I'm not a fan of them or whatever, or they're drier. Sometimes I really fucking hate it when it's dry. But 90% of the time, it's just fine. I think a lot of the time with the cheaper ones, I kind of think that they're tumbling it around to take some of the fucking keef off of it to use it for something else. Maybe I'm guessing, but yeah, I've never had a problem. Like I haven't paid over fucking $70, $80 for an ounce in years because I don't see any difference. I can buy me a $250, $280 ounce, man. And it doesn't make a difference. It doesn't seem any different.
That's amazing. Yeah, and I would say they probably do. Some of those buds, they're definitely tumbling for their teeth. Um, but yeah, I'm not. I'm moving to a legal state, or I might move to Canada.
It's
Not
fucking
enough, we got Canadian rappers moving to America. How about some American rappers moving to Canada?
sure. Why not, man? Because they keep going down. We've had some great rappers that have fizzled
You guys
away.
have a pretty robust scene. I know
Yeah,
2 Canadian artists on Tezos.
really.
Yeah, a hip hop and then an R&B artist.
Well, cool. You can share with us. I would love to fucking know if you
Oh
know off
no,
the
no, no! I'm
no.
keeping that. No, it's Rock Nitty and Black Orchid.
Anything? I was just gonna say too. I don't know if you're handy with that or not, but anything that you want to pin to the top, whether it's for yourself or promoting other artists, the top is yours. Feel free to do so. Just thought I didn't tell you that earlier, but feel free. But cool. I got these written down now. We'll have to.
Yeah, I'm pinning them up.
Right on. No, I appreciate that. I suck at pinning sometimes. I'm learning. Yeah, I love. I was just the other day. I watched a video and I can't remember who they were asking, but they were talking about.
So JBurn, do you do any of your own artwork?
Yeah, there's a ton of them that I did my own artwork for, but I stopped doing it because
Hmm.
I don't like my own artwork as much as these other guys' artwork. I'll stick to the music, what I'm good at. That's also why I started doing Beats by JBurn, so that I could practice and grow my production and my illustrations.
And that's what was I right earlier when I said purple? Like there, you got a track called
Yeah,
Purple, right? Okay, all right. I just wanted to make sure.
yeah, purple. Those are like 5 tes or less always, and those can be burned for tokens. So those have a little bit of utility, and I mean you can use them for anything. So they have a ton of utility actually, and it's just a small way to give back to people. I don't know. A lot of people drop in MP4s without any sound, and like, there's no point in dropping an MP4 without sound. You might as well just drop a GIF. Like,
Yeah,
I just don't get it.
yeah, true that. Yeah, I think it's really cool. I did. That's what I was looking through your stuff. Right, you have stuff that like you got different licensing levels too that I've noticed. Right, because I think I saw it somewhere where you had a list of everything you had, and you're like, this is if you buy this, if you own this, you can do this with it and that with it, or this is free reign. I love that. I think that's fucking
Yeah,
fantastic.
I haven't up. I need to update that, but yeah, yeah. There's like 4 levels. There's the one of ones, unlimited, and the only reason the one of ones are in a separate category is because with one of ones, you're eligible for a percentage of my streaming royalties. Um,
Right.
so that's different. But yeah, some of them you can do absolutely anything you want with. Others you can do, still a decent bit with, but not really much.
Yeah.
Uh, and those are subject to change.
Right. No, I fucking totally dig that. Like that's what I've been kind of digging for the last little bit. I found an artist, Fendelmark. I don't know if you know who he is, but he has a lot
Yeah,
of stuff.
Fendel's cool.
Yeah, totally. Like he's got some great stuff, and that's how I think he was one of the first ones that I saw where I was like, wait a minute, this is great. Because I play a couple of his tracks, I mix when I open the show, right? And I love that. I'm really getting happy that I'm starting to find a whole bunch more amazing artists that are doing music. Like it's just means the world to me. I don't know. I just think like you were kind of saying earlier that AI is taking over right now, but I think music is waiting there, and music is really going to take off once. I really firmly believe it. Everybody fucking loves music.
Music's been on the horizon. I'm waiting patiently.
It'll happen. I just think, once again, like we're only at the beginning, right? Everything, this whole Web3 crypto world is still very new, but music just seems to lend its hand to this because I mean, just like what you do, right? I mean, you collaborate with people. They got a piece, you write something for it, and you collaborate. Boom! It's two birds with one stone. Like that just made that piece of artwork so much more interesting by having an audio to go with the visual. I firmly believe that.
Or having a dope visual to go with the audio
Yeah,
instead of like a still image of your face, or like just, yeah, a random glitch image, or even AI. I'm not a fan of people using AI music videos. Now, if they do some cool stuff to it and they customize it up, sure, we could talk. But I don't know. AI music videos right now are not cutting it.
I don't know that I've even seen one yet. Well, maybe I
I
have.
just
I probably wouldn't even fucking know if I did. Honestly, I probably did see one, but
It's an interesting take. I mean, if it ever develops into like something that I start to enjoy, I would look at it as an option. But
So
right
are
now,
are you talking about just the visual in an AI video, or is the audio AI also?
no, I don't. Thank goodness, I don't think there's any good like AI audio software right now. Thank goodness, because when the AI rappers come out, oh my god, everybody in a fucking everybody with a pen is gonna be a music artist, and like, oh god.
I fucking I yeah no
Yeah.
I was messing around about a week ago. I was messing around and I found a couple of the AI generator like the music ones, and it was no. It's very that's very long. I think that's a fucking long ways away, man. Because no
There
matter
are some out there though.
no, there definitely is. I found some of it, and the pieces that I heard that people had actually created that sounded anywhere fucking good I still was like, well, how do you do this? Like, was this more work to do this than it was to actually just play the damn instruments and compile everything together? Like,
Honestly, I don't even think it's that far because you think about the way AI is progressing with visuals. That's just that's just light waves. Um, and then I mean, audio is just sound waves, so it can't be that hard to deconstruct and reconstruct audio.
yeah,
I just don't think
yeah,
nobody wants to do it right now. But as soon as somebody's like, "Oh, I'm going to do that," it's over
yeah.
with.
Well, it's definitely there. Like I've seen it. Like I said about a week ago, like I'm messing with the thing. So obviously, these things are learning too right now, right? They all have to fucking learn before they can become any good. But yeah, no.
I'll share a good one with you. I got a good one for you. Let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, I'm definitely going to be more active in trying to acquire your pieces as they come along for sure. I'm a big fan, definitely now.
I would say test the waters with offers.
Yeah.
Um, there's only a few pieces that are truly diamond handed, especially those earlier pieces. A lot of my collectors have fallen off from the earlier days, like the first couple months. And those pieces, like the first 20 pieces, were like all one tez or less or something. So, like, they're letting go. They're like, oh, snap, 15 tezos. Like,
Yeah.
that's, that's a big profit, I guess.
Yeah.
Were you doing your own artwork on those earlier pieces too?
Mm hmm. Yeah. Yeah. For the longest time. And then you can even see where it kind of snapped, where it kind of clicked, and I started doing my own gifts, and I was like, because I actually from the profits I bought an iPad, and so you can see me start to do my own drawings. I did my own gifts once or twice, and then I did a collab with Articude. Abundance. It's supposed to be abundance, but I messed it up and didn't notice it until after it sold, which was like a week later, which
Those are
but after that it just kind of clicked and I was like, oh my god, these collabs, that's what I want to do.
yeah, I think
And so I just started reaching out to more artists. I did a lot of my own. I developed this dude, Soul Brother. You could see he always like has a soul patch on him and stuff. And yeah, at one point I said, you know what, I'm done doing my own uh, illustrations until my skills up there. From now on, I'm just collaborating. And the only reason I was doing my own illustrations is because I was impatient. And there was like, man, there was like a month where I was dropping like 4 songs a week. It was just a ridiculous month. I
So
would,
are you still drawing and like trying to better your artwork?
oh
Kind of
yeah,
sounded
that
like you were
again,
there as
that's what
well.
Beats by JBurn is. It's me practicing my drawing and my beat making.
Okay.
But yeah, I draw. I draw a lot. Well, not a lot, but I draw a couple times a week.
But you just like coming in with the collab better.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's like why would I send a low level grunt out when I got a boss over here ready to do the work? You know, when I got a boss level villain over here ready to do the work, like just
Yeah, it's good. It's a marketing decision then at that point.
oh, absolutely. And I mean,
It's
you know what they say? They say focus on your strengths. Like a lot of people try to like be well balanced, but you got to focus on your strengths and make them stronger than anybody else's. Like, so I'm focusing on my strengths, practicing my weaknesses on the low, but I'm focused on writing good bars, writing good songs, arranging them in new and unique ways. Um, Studying music that I like, trying to make. I mean, it's a new age. I make new age hip hop. Um, It sometimes feels classic and old school, but at the end of the day, when you look at it, it really is new age hip hop.
I was actually gonna just make a comment on that when you were saying new age. I was like, well, no, you seem more to me like classic, but I guess in the way it's made, the way like, yeah, sure, because I think a lot of modern when you say new age, it's like, I don't know, there's a lot out there now that I'm not a big fan of. That may be the old guy fucking coming outing me, but I definitely feel that you have a little bit of an OG groove. But my opinion,
Yeah.
not everybody.
Well, that old school, that classic feeling is just because I like good hip hop. Like I don't like mumble rap. I don't listen to hip hop
Mumble rap, I like that.
for,
Yeah.
I don't listen for beats. I like beats. Don't get me wrong. I love a good beat. A beat can make a song much better. It can change a song. But like, I'm not out here like, blasting songs in my car so people notice me when I drive by. Like, I'm listening to music. I'm listening to the song, the lyrics, the production, the way it's put together, what's being said, how, like all of it. Like, it's definitely art to me, and it's what I do. This is what I do all day, every day.
And
So did you go to school for music or anything like that?
School of Hard Knocks, hell yeah, 10 years on the streets, boys, out here, man. I started in my basement, dude. I had a cracked version of Fruity Loops. I mean, I said this. There's a little interview from Culture 3 or whatever, but yeah, dude. I started with a little cracked version of Fruity Loops, making my own beats, rapping with homies, trying to get everybody to work with me. Like all my homies, like guys, let's do this. Found a small group. We were called Free Souls. You can actually find us on Spotify and shit. You could check out Free Souls, see what was going on at like 2015 to like 2019. I was basically carrying that group. Like skill wise, they were all super skilled, but they didn't want to do nothing. And I went solo like late 2019, maybe early 2019. I don't know dates, or I smoked too much weed. But yeah, I went solo, and ever since, man, it's just been practicing, learning. Learning is frustrating, but it's fun. You trial and error is one of the best ways to learn, and then just studying, just listening, and asking those questions. Why does this work? How did they do it? Like, how did they think of it? Like, why? Just really diving into what's making these songs my favorite songs. So yeah, I'm trying to make some people's favorite songs. We'll see.
well, I think you're very good at what you're doing in your learning process, and I think you definitely the love it comes through listening to you talk and obviously when you listen to your songs, but listening to you talk and explain it, like you're obviously a man that's doing what he needs to be doing, and that's for sure, man. It comes across very clearly, in my opinion. I just dropped that in there like an American would. That's my opinion. This isn't.
No, thank you, thank you. I still got a few things to upgrade. I got to get on some more shows. People want footage. People want to see me live. I hate that shit. I hate being on stage. It's for actors. Like, uh, I don't like a lot of people watching me. Listen to me, yeah. I got good shit to say, but you don't really need to see me to hear it and to understand it and to do something about it. Like so.
That's
Yeah, I'm
cool.
gonna do a couple things just for the people, because they've been supporting me. So look for some stuff. I'm definitely Art Basel. If I can find a stage, I mean, I'm hopping on
Yeah.
stages at Art Basel. I'm doing small little impromptu shows. Everything I can get at Art Basel. Find me. I'll probably be wearing a blue hoodie with wings on the back of it, so you'll be able to find me.
Fuck, we will keep an eye out. We're down there.
Keep an eye out. I'm gonna build you a stage on the catamaran.
Right? Oh, we should to get a bit stage on the catamaran. Poke, make it happen.
Yeah.
Hey, let me know. I'm gonna fuck around. I'm gonna have a boombox and a little fucking
Let's,
little dollar microphone or some shit. Just going ham.
yeah, little
Yeah, I got a couple
Hey,
extra cork passes.
little Mattel
I don't
Fisher
know if
Price.
Lou saw. Lou might have seen me rap one time live, like a couple of songs for some people at in Denver at the PB house. But
I don't know. He might have been downstairs playing with lasers because that shit was super dope to me.
Yeah, for sure.
PB's house had it going on, bro. They had Lou with the lasers. They had JBurn with the bars. I mean, there was so much weed. Oh my god, we lit a joint with a laser, and not just a joint that was like the size of a fucking large Sharpie. It
Oh,
was just
he
ridiculous.
never told us how big it was last week. He was on last week, and I had brought that up because I think that's how I finally determined that I had to go fucking look up this Laser Lou guy because somebody was talking about Laser Lou lighting a joint, and I had to go. I'm like, okay, now I got to go
It
find out who this
was
dude
it
is.
was pretty legit. It was definitely like a 2 to 3 gram joint. Like I don't know how they were stuffing them like that.
That's wicked. Here it is, folks. We just had
Yeah, those
clarification.
are
It's
some
facts.
experienced rollers.
Facts.
Yeah,
That's kind
check
of.
out Laser Lou. That's the homie. That's the real life homie. This guy is what can I say? He's an American dad. He's just a cool guy. Uh, Big love to him. I spent a decent bit of time with him in Denver, and I really enjoyed all of it. Really great presence.
Yeah, we had him on last week, man. He was a great. He was everything that everybody told us he was. He fucking just an amazing dude. And he does some cool shit. Like, let's face it, right? And especially if you're, partaking in the green cabbage, like it fucking makes it even better. Fucking lasers, man.
Dude, live, it's so fire. And
Yeah,
then some of the things he captures and lets us collect is crazy. I got a physical just chilling. Is it going to ruin if it's in the tube too long? Do I have to take it because it's still in the tube? It's rare.
So the key to that is it shouldn't ruin. I mean, what you might want to do though is take it out and re-roll it the other way, depending on what it's printed on or whatnot. You got to be careful if it's like something super glossy or something like that. But sometimes you can re-roll it the other way, and then that'll kind of flatten it out, and then
Bad, bad.
lay your heavy books on it.
yeah, you're giving us rolling tips now, Willie. Willie, rolling with Willie. Oh fuck, rolling with
I
one
couldn't,
wheel,
yeah, but
Willie.
I
Fuck.
I couldn't roll a fucking joint if my life depended on it.
Are you one of them?
Yeah,
I actually
Nah,
want.
yeah.
I got good in Denver.
That's where Huge Mike is from, isn't he? I believe. I fucking now that we're Sorry, Mike. Didn't want to dox you. We already knew that though. It's kind
He's
of.
out in that area somewhere.
I kind of wanted to roll back to what you were saying about like you don't like to be on stage, and that's cool. Like I've told this story on this space before because I mean you wouldn't know it by the way that I talk and chatter here, but like I'm pretty introvert. I'm fucking got a very small amount of friends. Well, I got a huge amount of friends now that I'm in Web3 world, but yeah, when I DJ'd for like 16 years, man, for like an hour and a half, 2 hours before shows, I would be stressing so fucking bad. And I thought that. I always thought it's like, I could just be behind a fucking curtain and nobody would ever have to see me and the show would be just as good. But for me, it became an energy. Like when I got up there, it's like I became a different kind of demon. And, I started running around and climbing the scaffolding that we had our projectors on. And then when the show would end, my light technician would be the guy doing all the talking to people, and I would just be in the back fucking wrapping up cables and being quiet. It's interesting how some people like that and some people don't. And you
Yeah, I'm good, dude. I got energy. I don't need no more of that shit.
yeah. Well, I guess
Well,
It
it's
is a lot. Like, I mean, it's a lot being on stage. As soon as you get, a couple dozen plus eyes on you, that's what. I
yeah,
mean,
it's heavy,
yeah.
man. It
I've
is.
only had a couple hundred people watch me, so it wasn't too bad. It was like 200 people, but
I think the thing.
yeah, I'm good.
Yeah, no, that's cool. That's cool. I just thought it was interesting to hear that. But everybody's different. I
So my thing on it is like I feel like music artists have been taken advantage of and like put through the ringer. Like I move more like a visual artist. So when you see a visual artist, yeah, they do galleries and stuff, but like they're not put on stage and forced to perform. Like they don't have to recreate their work like in front of people like over and over again, And so I mean, low key, I'm taking a stand. I'm not I'm not getting on stage and performing very often. When I do, it'll be super rare and it'll be a treat for people. who have been there and who have been supporting me, and obviously have been bugging me about it. But yeah, we'll make it special when it does happen. But I'm not about to be out here
That's
just running around. I can't do it. I
well,
just can't.
that's respectable too. I mean, that's totally respectable. That'll add to your. That'll add. I think something like that too will just add to you and to who you are and for people to be at those random special moments too, right? That'll definitely add to it. I guess in this modern.
I'm hoping it
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
And they'll probably be more often than I'm leading on right now because, like, anybody who's been following me for a while, they know I'm spontaneous. I'm impatient and I get bored quickly. So I want to change it. I want to do something different and something new always. Like, I'm pretty innovative and I just like to, I mean, I like to try stuff and I like to try fun stuff. So yeah, I mean, maybe they'll get more Discord shows because that makes more sense. Like, I
Sure.
got collectors and fans in my Discord, and it's a way I can reach all of them. Set up something nice for them occasionally.
You have a Discord? I fucking missed this.
Yeah, I have a
Oh
Discord. We
damn!
do fun stuff in there.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, fun stuff in there. I'll
I
say.
I
Well,
pro.
you're buddies with Laser Lou. Why don't you do some live stuff while he's doing some live lasering?
Oh damn! Now we're getting in there.
I don't think you can watch two screens at once though yet.
Yeah, you can share it, can't you? No, maybe you
You
can't.
could be doing audio though.
True that.
You could be doing audio while he's sharing a stream.
Oh, okay. All right. Well, that's interesting. I don't know why I didn't think of that.
Fuck.
All right. I'm a Thomas Edison that one, guys. I just had a great idea.
We heard it. It's recorded. It was him. He had a good idea. Yeah. No, that's. I
No, I'm
was
just
thinking.
kidding.
I was
Yeah,
just.
that's solid. That's not too bad. I'll keep that in mind for sure.
That is a fucking good idea. I was just, and it kind of plays into. I was just thinking just before that. I was like, well, you could perform on stage behind screens showing, works of art and your NFTs that go along with songs and stuff. You could do that too, right? Was that who is that? Oh fuck, where the hell's my head right now? Who is that damn band that was only animated? Fucking
Gorillas.
Yeah, the Gorillas. I ain't happy. Yeah, those guys, right? Because I mean, they never. I don't think they were ever really on stage, right? It was always the animations in front of them on big hung screens.
Yeah, I should have stayed doxxed more so I could pull an MF Doom or something. Like,
Yeah.
I don't know what I'm doing out here showing my face.
Shit. Too late now. Well, it's all right. Some of the best do it, but you can show your face
Yeah,
now, but nobody can actually see it in real life. That's how you got to go.
I'm thinking Maynard James Keenan too.
Yeah, and he's just in the background there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just a shadow in the background.
But yeah, no, doing a stream where like Laser Lou's doing like an installation and you're doing the audio. That's pretty fire. I don't see anything wrong with that.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. They've been bugging me about they want to. So I did this micro album, and for the micro album, I gathered a couple of the music artists I could find on Tezos, hip hop artists specifically, and we did a little micro concert to promote the micro album and the drop. And I mean, it was a really dope experience. Definitely very unique at the time. And yeah, I mean, oh god, my supporter's been bugging me about doing another one forever, and yeah, I should do something for him. You guys got me thinking. You got me inspired.
We try.
Inspiration. Have we inspired anybody? Was that a magic? Was that a
Did I lose
magic?
audio again?
What's that? You're losing audio again? Willie's crashing.
I don't know. I've been having shit audio today.
It's all right, man.
You guys for like 10 minutes there.
Technology makes life quick and easy and simple, right? Fuck.
Yeah.
Anyways, on that note, I'm gonna light this joint that I started staring at about 5 minutes ago, and we started talking about that. I was thinking too, maybe I need to replan my Airbnb, and I have to fucking get an Airbnb with a pool so we can set up a stage, so we can have fun.
There you go.
JBurn.
Hey, just let me know. I know at least one other Tezos hip hop artist that will be there.
I'm sure we can wrangle up low key a decent roster of musicians.
Fuck. Becomes a crazy thing. It's becoming, that's where I go. Fuck the logistics for me. It's like, man, if it was in my own backyard, it would be fucking amazing because I have access to all this stuff. But then it's like, also, if it was in my own backyard, it'd be fucking whatever it is, cold in Fahrenheit up here in the middle of December. Nobody wants to be in Canada.
Yeah,
Anyways,
that's really been my biggest obstacle right now is just trying to find or set up a stage for this to happen.
right?
And yeah, it's closing in on me too, so I got to make some moves.
There's got
I
to
want
be
to be
some
able to
spots.
announce something and promise it to the people and then deliver. There's nothing better than promising something a bit wild and then just delivering.
Yeah, for sure. Absolutely, man. Absolutely. Well, I don't know what we can do to help you out, but if you ever think of something, we'll definitely fucking try. I would stage.
Oh, no worries. It's going to come together. It
Yeah,
always does.
yeah, for sure. I'm just thinking in my head, the whole scene that's happening down there during Art Basel and all that. Like it's big, and it's what that town's all about. There's got to be all kinds of spaces around there. I mean, there's a million pools and cabanas and fucking bars. Like there's just got there's lots of beachfront. Got to be somewhere. That'd be dope. I hope it happens. I not. I hope it happens. I hope that I am there when it goes down. That's because we know it's going to happen. You just said it's been recorded.
Yeah, I like to under promise and over deliver, or promise nothing.
Yeah. At
and
the
then deliver
very
something.
least, you can expect some like freestyle sessions, some live freestyle sessions. I'll just take a shot or two and I'll freestyle all night. Like no worries. Show will be fire too.
So how did you get into freestyle specifically? Like,
Weed. All right, look, this is
I
what
mean,
happened.
it's always fascinated me, and like I honestly don't even know really like where to ask the question
I
other than
don't,
that.
I don't know exactly what came, but this is what happened. I started smoking weed when I was a junior, towards the end of my junior year in high school. I had these buddies I hung out with that I would smoke with, and we play video games and just do dumb shit while we were high. Because, we were young, so, man, weed was slapping. Everything was like eighth grams would last like a whole week. It was crazy. Uh, so at one point, somebody threw on a Bass Nectar song, Bass Head. Basically, everybody knows the songs like doom, 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 doom. And it's like Bass Head. It when it's not going crazy with dub, it is very, and even then, it's very rappable. So somebody started freestyling. Somebody was just high as hell and freestyled on it, and then somebody followed, and eventually, that was our go-to song. Every time we smoked weed, someone would say, "Hey, put on Bass Nectar, put on that song," and we would just have like 20-minute to like 4 hour sessions. And then I like went to college for like what, a semester or two, and up there, like every time I got drunk, I mean, you know how college is, like everybody fucking wants to freestyle. Everybody, so a
You
lot
must
of
not have gone to the
freestyling
same
there.
college.
I went to FSU. A lot of frat guys trying to freestyle. A lot of party kids trying to freestyle. So that happened a lot. Oh, I guess I had two friends that liked to as well. So we always had three. It was no problem. And then yeah, after that, after my attempt at college, yeah, I got more serious into music just because I had a friend that was doing it kind of seriously, and he was pretty talented, but he wasn't doing anything over the top. And he seemed like he had a lot of potential and like a lot of things going on with it. So knowing somebody that was doing it inspired me to at least like start fucking around a lot heavier. And then yeah, working with a lot of people. I mean, you just start working with people whether they know what they're doing or not, and you just learn so much about, I don't know, yourself, and not the professional side of the industry, but like just the,
The mechanics.
yeah, just a lot of it. I mean, yeah, I learned how to mix and master because I had to.
learn how to produce just enough to get by, like cover arts just enough to get by, and like yeah, I'm gonna keep growing and learning, but it's been a hell of a ride. I don't know. I
So
low key I feel like a professional now, which is crazy to say. I'm not. I'm not a professional, guys. But if you need a theme song, dead ass, just let me know. I got you in 48 hours or less, probably like 6.
we definitely need a WXAPK theme song.
We might have to get one, right? I don't know.
Dude, theme songs are like, I'm not gonna say a passion of mine, but they are like a side hobby of mine that I do enjoy doing, that I don't get to do enough of. So yeah, let me know. Let me know.
Fuck, that would be killer. Then we could play the WX8BK theme song and then whatever track that I've picked for the night. We can play that
Yeah,
after.
that would be amazing.
Fuck
Have our
yeah.
own theme song.
Dude, fucking when we do big shows, we'll be like fucking come out on the stage with like pyro and lasers going off and fucking. Did I get out of control there?
No, I don't want to I don't wanna lose my train of thought. I want to go back to freestyle a
I
little
did
bit.
smoke that joint.
Um,
Sorry.
so like were you typically a good writer or like really excelled in English as a younger kid? I know that like a lot of freestyling has a lot to do with having a massive vocabulary, right? So and being able to put those words together. So
I guess a bit. I was a bit of a scholar. I read a lot of books. I wrote. I mean, I guess I wrote essays relatively well, and
it just
I
come
mean,
naturally to you when you write them, kind of thing.
uh, I don't know. I guess like the English language is pretty expansive. I feel like that's for a reason, so that we can express ourselves in like as many ways as possible. So,
Absolutely.
especially when you get to, I mean, when you get to sit down and compose it, like taking your time instead of on the spot. Yeah, there's really nothing you can't do. I don't know. I've been inspired by like, uh, I tweeted about my top 5 like inspirations the other day. It was like Nikola Tesla, because of his contributions to just energy in general, and his good natured like just self. He was just such a nice person and a weirdo. I like that too. I mean, Helen Keller was on there because holy fuck, how are you gonna be blind and deaf from birth and learn how to like read and write and give speeches? Like what? MLK, because again, just an amazing speech writer, and I mean, a non-violent like protester who really did things. I like JFK because he was just young and proved that like younger guys can try to do shit, but they'll probably get killed. Um, and there was one more person on there. I can't believe I'm forgetting him, but
That's the
yeah,
marijuana.
Bruce
That's the
Lee.
marijuana I'm not done
Bruce
with
Lee,
talking.
because of his kick-ass, never giving in spirit, bro, and his just undying thirst for respect. Like I love Bruce Lee and his fucking "I will take it from you" attitude. I just, oh man, he was number 2.
His fucking shredded fucking stomach muscles.
Dude could stop a bullet with this.
Dude.
Yeah, no. All of those people have like really admirable qualities that inspire me to hopefully one day be like even a tiny bit as great as them. Or yeah, those are good people there.
See, I think right there that solidifies what Willie was getting at there about, that, people that can freestyle definitely have a vocabulary and they knowledge, like you started off by your read. And then I just look at that list that you just laid down there. Like if somebody
Good speakers.
if somebody lays down Nikola Tesla, Helen Keller, MLK, JFK, and Bruce Lee, like, dude, you have to listen to that person. I believe, like, that's you.
That's my big 5.
People don't pull that shit out unless they're ready to back something up. Like that's pretty mind blowing. People nowadays, you talk to somebody, they'd be like, yeah, well, Johnny Depp, he's my hero because of how he dealt with that, court case that just happened, and it's like,
Courtney Kardashian, because she made $1 billion
yeah,
off of
right,
her mom's
dude.
fucking soda fund.
Like Nickel,
Both of those are
Yeah.
impressive, though.
yeah,
Like, not
sure,
even gonna lie.
sure, yeah, no, but it's a different world. Like, I mean, like Nikola Tesla, like that's like I never thought that would ever come up. That
That's foundational stuff right there,
it,
bro. He was giving us the secrets.
dude, we wouldn't have been
Still
here.
trying to.
We wouldn't be here right now doing spaces if it wasn't for the shit that guy got into. Like facts.
He was an alien.
Yeah. Yeah, you figure? Yeah. I always wanted to build. I had a plan. So back in the day when I was like in junior high, used to go to the public library, which was at the other end of the school field, and we would like read fucking four-wheel drive magazines, Guitar World, and all that shit, and whatever. And I remember that I would be nerding out in these like electronics books, and I actually cut out a plan to build a Tesla coil. And I probably, if I went and looked really fucking hard through all my junk that I've toted over the years, I probably still have it somewhere. But I always wanted to build a Tesla coil because you can build them. Like it's a no-brainer thing. Just random fact.
No,
Yeah,
that's the
I had an
thing.
engineer I worked with at my last company, and he would like to bring his pre-built Tesla coil into the office every once in a while and scare the shit out of the entire office. You'd be downstairs, just hear this. Like, the fuck was that?
At least he wasn't shaking the buildings with those oscillators or whatever he was doing.
Yeah, it's like
Yeah,
seriously.
that's my guy. He was weirdly OCD, had to do things in sets of three. Yeah, he died broke in love with a pigeon. Like, who does that? Just a man who just doesn't give a fuck.
Fucking
But he
legend
did
right
give a
under there.
fuck.
What? In love with a pigeon?
Yeah, dude. He said there was like a pigeon who would visit him every single day. It was the same pigeon, and he fell in love with that pigeon, and they were in love. Like, it was his pigeon.
I mean, I do know that pigeons recognize human faces and can remember
that
them.
pigeon had a thing, bro.
You're going too deep, Willie.
I guess.
And that pigeon took all his money.
Fucking pigeons. See, that's why they're shifty. It's why fucking pigeons.
Fucking winged rats.
Yeah, pretty much. That's what I figure they are. Winged rats.
How much of your stuff is like pure freestyle compared to like being written or revised after you like throw an initial lyric down?
Purely freestyled, not much of it. Maybe like a couple of verses on random songs. I don't really release freestyles.
Okay.
Revised though, like, I mean, a lot of these recent songs are kind of getting like freestyled out. At least parts of them are just like toss on the beat, record, let's get it. I've just been trusting my creation process a bit more, so it's all that damn support. I need less support so I make better stuff.
All right. Well, I'm gonna put out a tweet right
I
now.
don't know. I mean, from the stuff I was listening to today, I was kind of started from the beginning and then listened to that Like Love, and there's definitely some growth. It's pretty easy to see if you kind of if you're a new collector or a new supporter like me and kind of go through and listen through, chronologically, kind of like that. You can definitely tell the growth in the newer stuff.
Yeah, you can definitely tell the growth. My mixing has gotten a lot smoother for the most part. Stronger takes, just better quality in general. I've definitely, I don't know, I've gotten into a groove with my creation for sure. I finally started doing choruses again. I wasn't doing choruses forever. I didn't see the point of it. I'm like, what's the point of a chorus? It's just, if I give you a 1 minute song without a chorus or a 2 minute song with a chorus, like, or three, like, bro, you see what choruses are doing on Like Love.
It's
like,
still the same 1 minute.
Yeah, right.
Kinda.
It's like you're not getting more content. Like, you're not getting more.
Yeah.
But
filler,
at the same time, it is nice. People just like not having to rerun it over and over again. But that was the point for a minute, was Yeah, here's a minute song. This is not your typical song. This is a music NFT, and it's 1 minute long with a dope visual animation. And you're probably gonna have to keep listening to it because again, it's dope as fuck. And the whole point was like you're gonna want more. Is that thing where you just give them a little taste and they keep coming back? I still have people messaging me asking me when you gonna drop the whole song, man. And I had to tell them, I'm like, bro, that's the whole song. They're like, what?
Yeah.
Well, it's like
I'm like,
it's
if
like
you buy every single one of them, I'll let you remix it. I'll throw a chorus on and another verse. Like, if you got a one of, by the way, if anybody has a one of one or wants to get a one of one, I do upgrades for one of one. So I'm down to take, and that's another reason why I was like, here's a chorus, no verse, or, here's a verse, no chorus, or here's a verse and a chorus, but it's still like a minute and a half. Like I'm ready to upgrade them, and I'll actually be doing an upgrade probably towards the end of the month. So you'll be seeing those, and yeah, just another kind of unique, dope thing I'm doing with my guys, my collectors.
I
yeah,
think
that's pretty
that's.
cool.
I think it's kind of it's well, it's utility, right? When it boils down to it,
Hell
you've
yeah, bro.
you've created.
I'm gonna toss an extra
Yeah,
verse on one, or if it doesn't have a chorus, toss a chorus on it. Like that's just great. What? Who the fuck does who? What?
100%. Who the fuck does that? Nail on the head right there.
But it's only one of ones. But
What?
that's the thing. Like I'm daring somebody to grab editions and like go down to a one of one. Like I'm fucking daring somebody to do. I want to see it so badly. It'd be the craziest thing I ever saw. Like
That's a mission.
Yeah, ask Poke how hard it is to get additions out of people's hands who don't want to get rid of them, though.
Poke is.
yeah, it's really not possible. You'd have to like barter and like you'd have to know all the collectors and like offer them. It'd be crazy, and they'd know you were doing it, so you'd have to keep that on the loads.
But that's what
I just
makes
don't see that
that what.
happening.
But that's what makes the game, and that's what also adds value to it.
Oh yeah, dude, I got
100%, right?
the elusive 100 club. As soon as somebody has 100 of my editions, 100 unique ones, they'll be in that very very exclusive 100 club.
Willie, hear that challenge? That's like challenges Willie and I like. We like number challenges.
Good luck. I
We
have
might have
100
to
and
build that challenge out of the WX8BK wallet, though. I don't think we
Yeah.
could.
No,
I don't
well,
think
we.
either of us could do that
No, we
individually.
couldn't. No, fuck
yeah,
no.
I have 104 tokens. My man Erky, shout out to Erky. URKKI. Erky he's just the best. He's been supporting for a while now, and he's been a super supporter. Like I go to him, I give him all the sneak peeks, ask him for advice. I never take it, but I do really appreciate it, and he's been my guy. He's got 53 tokens, like different songs and pieces from me. So not to mention, he's got some beats and stuff, some random stuff. So this guy, good luck catching him. But yeah, that elusive 100 club, it's pretty far away, but I'm going to do something super special for those crazy sons of bitches that get there.
That's
so I'll probably just have like maybe just a super custom, like it just, yeah, some goodies. I'll just send out fucking shirt, hoodie, like just some crazy shit, signed CD, just who knows? Who knows?
You need to press a vinyl.
Yeah, I mean, if that's what they want to press a vinyl too, I'll send out a CD and a vinyl. Dude, 100 pieces, that's just insane. Like, yeah, people who do that are gonna get like the fucking goods.
I fucking that just kind of pops into my head because Laser Lou last week was talking about rewarding his collectors, right? Collectors spend fucking half a tez or whatever. He's like, I think is what he said. Don't quote me on
ETH,
that, but
half an ETH.
or half an ETH. Sorry, half a tez.
Yeah, big
Anybody that
difference.
spends 75 cents, fucking $70,000 worth of shit. No, yeah, like he was talking about, and we've heard that echoed many, many times. Like another dope thing that I love about the Tezos community that I don't seem to see in the ETH world, like right, is that rewarding. Like you recognize. I guess it's because you almost kind of have a little bit more of a personal, um, like I've said before about how that the artists that are selling on Tezos and on the blockchain, they have that instant notification that somebody has purchased something, and they can go and look in those wallets, and they know where it is. So I mean, it's very easy for
Well, and so many more Tez wallets are associated with a Tez domain than ETH. I feel.
which
And I
makes
could
it
be wrong
easy.
about that, but that's at least kind of what I feel like I noticed.
No, you're definitely right. I mean, not that many ETH domains. People like their anonymity. Um,
Do
I mean,
do
on
do do
Tez,
do.
you can keep it. Again, I think it was just ETH gas fees were just crazy for the longest time. So you just weren't able to do these things. The community wasn't able to shape and form the way Tezos was able to. And now that gas fees are going away, I wouldn't be surprised if you see ETH definitely getting, I mean, just starting to do things that their favorite Tezos artists are doing because now they can. So yeah, we just been really lucky.
Yeah,
Not even not
I
even
feel like
lucky.
a lot of that ETH stuff, like you're talking about, that where they're starting to do things that Tesla's artists are coming from your multi chains like Laser Lou and Paper Buddha and threesomes. A lot of those guys are pushing those the more the Tez mechanics into ETH.
Yeah, kudos to them, and I love it. I love it. I love them. Bridging that gap, bringing ETH collectors over, doing their thing. I tried. I can't manage it. It's just too much. So I'm Tezos Maxi when it comes to creating. You might see me ghost create on Solana, but I guess then you won't see it. You might notice it, but don't say nothing. Hey, so you know what they say about Soul? They over there fucking. So I'm just trying to get in on the action just a little bit. Like form function has changed that platform for the better, or changed that blockchain. There are good artists on there now, and they're getting paid. Shout out Proteon doing crazy things over there, and there's so many more. So I do like the fact that underappreciated artists are getting some love and appreciation over there. It's fantastic. Like um, I wish I could rock three chains. I'd be three chains all day. Put
Well,
me in.
is like you
But
said,
yeah,
earlier though, man. Right? Focus on what you do well. Right?
right.
You're
Yeah,
totally
no, I'm like,
100%.
yo,
No, and
people
that's
like me
cool.
on Tezos. Why
No,
am I gonna go be a scrub somewhere when I don't
yeah,
have to?
dude.
Like,
When you become when it like your fucking like total household name on Tezos, then you can just like give Soul some scraps over there, right? Just give him something out the back.
honestly, Solana can get the freestyles.
Oh yeah, there you go.
No, for real. Anything I do on Solana is definitely. If it's better, I promise it was an accident. Like I'm trying to half-ass all my Solana work. I'm sorry. I promise it'll still be fire. Like it'll still be dope, but like it's just not gonna get the love and attention that Tezos gets, and like it's definitely not gonna get. It just can't. I just don't know enough over there. I just don't have the resources. I don't have the.
So
Yeah.
I guess love and attention. I was just poking around here, and in my wallet, I have the burn, and it was received from you. So is that because I bought like love today? You just showing a little love? Is that like a kickback,
Yeah,
or did I
dude. The
accidentally buy
burn.
something?
The burn interlude.
Yeah.
It is my burn token, and it's given out to anybody and everybody who purchases anything off of my primary or secondary.
Oh, fucking
Anytime
cool.
I get a notification that something's sold, it is getting sent out.
All right.
Um, and in the Discord, it's a Discord exclusive. I have the burn shop where you can burn your tokens for specific pieces. Every fresh drop, I usually do batches of 20, sometimes 50. I've been testing things, but it's going to be normally 20s. And so when I do a drop of 20, at least one is always going to end up in the burn shop at about 10 tokens. So you'll always be able to, like, as you buy pieces,
Eventually, it's like buy 10 get one free, basically. I mean, again another
So
utility and
I
a
only got to
small
buy
reward
90
system.
to get to 100 now?
There you go.
What are you talking about?
Like
You'll be seeing
it's
me in that
just
Discord later tonight.
yeah. There's some good stuff in there. Like Feel Good that I shared up top. That is an exclusive. It can only be gotten on secondary for like 100 right now, or in the burn shop for 3 tokens, which is a steal because Like Love is getting delisted in the morning, and that's in the burn shop for 3 tokens as well. We're talking a 25 edition versus a 99 for the same price.
That's alpha
And
for
then you,
anybody that's listening right now. I'm sorry to interrupt, but I'm just telling you right now. Like Love is pinned.
I'm going to pull some offers right now so that
Like
I can free up a little Tez.
I was gonna
Don't
say,
worry.
like Love is pinned up at the top. That's the track we played at the beginning tonight. Fuck, you just heard that right here. Like, if you want to do right now.
yeah, Like Love, I do. I love Adelia. What can I say? If she doesn't know it and she listens to this, she will know it. Love you, Adelia. And I love her art so much. It's literally my unlock screen. I have a one of one by her that I commissioned. It's on sale for 25,000 pesos. It's my lock screen. So she's just such a fire artist.
Well, I think you've encouraged us to definitely go look into it for
Oh,
sure.
dude, I
Yeah.
would hands down grab the cheapest stuff you can find by her. I feel like she's like a low key like legend in Indonesia. Um, and she's just going to be a legend in general. I mean, just look at the stuff. It's like Studio Ghibli got cuter somehow. Like it's crazy.
Fuck, I love it.
And then she does Maya characters sometimes. I love it. So yeah,
No, I'll
but
check
yeah, that
that out.
burn shop, man, it's gonna be a huge thing. It's gonna be a huge focus of mine, in the next coming months. Gonna be doing a lot of stuff. I want to run through these tokens and reward people. I also want to push that secondary heavy, and that's what the tokens are for. Because you got to buy shit to get them,
Yeah.
and the only
No.
way to get new shit is by buying old shit to get tokens to get the new shit. So
Like I say, I definitely think
Interesting mechanic.
I'm gonna start putting in offers because there's lots of things that you have that you've created that
oh,
I want.
one more thing about all the infos in the, if because this is a lot, all the infos, there's a channel for it in the Discord. But if you burn a non-music NFT, there are a few out there like the Rainbow Tezards and Snazzy, like shit like that. If you get one and burn it, first of all, you get a token for buying it, and then secondly, you get a token for burning it. Because I'm trying to remove those plagues. And last but not least, I just think it's really funny if you buy a burn token, you get a burn token. It's just kind of funny.
I love.
Love it.
That one's just hilarious.
Just gotta.
And people are getting them. People are getting them, and like I don't know. I feel like they'll let them go. Like so many people got them, probably don't even know they have them right now because they bought the one piece and then they got it, and they probably didn't even see.
So
Fuck.
offers on the burn
I was
tokens.
just
Got
gonna
it.
say Willie's going right now. He's like, I'm delisting shit. Fucking get in
I
there.
told you I'm delisting shit. I'm
Yeah.
trying to
Hey,
free up
this
some
is
Tez.
definitely some premium information right now because I really am going to be focusing heavily on my burn tokens. And secondly, the burn or fifthly, I don't know, the burn shop is a Discord only thing. So I want to get my collectors in the same place. I want to be able to talk to them directly. I want to be able to, have them communicate. A lot of creators collecting from me. They're collaborating and stuff. It's just been. I mean, you'll see it when you're in there. The collab link up is super dope. Trying to get that pushed. Like I'm just trying to do anything and everything for me and my people. So, uh, you know, join us.
There you go. Your weekly
Fuck.
Tez alpha.
Fucking love that. I'm like pumped. I'm like sitting here, but I know I shouldn't fuck around with my phone while I'm running a space, so I'm not gonna. I'm just gonna wait to join the Discord and make offers on tokens and everything else I want.
Yeah. When's Like Love getting delisted? I got to make sure I get in on that before it gets delisted.
I said 12 hours at like 6 p.m. The odds that I'll be up at 6 a.m. are like 60-44, but I might wake up at like 7 or 8. So like,
No, I only need like 10 minutes after the space is done.
oh no,
There
you're
you
good in the
go.
morning. In the
There you go,
morning.
bud. That's fucking awesome. That was great. That's stoked. See, this is the kind of shit. I mentioned earlier that we don't do a whole huge. I mean, if we already know the artist and we already collect the artist, obviously we know a lot of things about the artist. But like with yourself, I mean, Willie looked into your stuff. I've looked into your stuff, but we don't always dig deep because I kind of don't want to know.
There's not a lot that's super affordable either. You don't have a lot of one or two Tez pieces where I can go in and buy 6 and 8 before the show and be like, I like this one, I like this one, I like this one. You know,
No,
50,
I
100 Tez
wish.
floors are a little hard to come into.
I'm
Yeah, I mean, there's so much beneath the surface. Obviously, I think
yes.
about the surface with the visuals. The visuals are huge in collaboration. It's just such a huge component to what I'm doing. Because obviously, and we've been pushing Object, man. We started hip hop on Tezos, and we Object like started doing shit for us. So for the longest time, you couldn't tell a piece was a video or was a song. So there was no incentive to click on it to find out that there was more to it.
Yes.
So at that point, visuals were so important. Since then, we championed Object. They have, you can see it. They added the icon to let you know, hey, this is an audio, this is a visual. You need to click in and find out what's up. Thank God. And they increased our cover art size for music. They increased that because we begged them. So that was dope. But before that, it was like there was no reason. People just didn't know. Even when they bought it, like sometimes they still didn't know because it like just didn't load up or something, and they're just how people are. They're just buying. Sometimes we degen.
Yeah, I've
But
been
yeah,
I've been airdropped some things that I'm like I had because I mostly look on my phone or something or on my work at computer my computer at work and so I can't listen to it even though it looks like it and then I finally do like a week or two later finally get around to like going to listen to it. I'm like, oh damn, that was fucking dope. Why didn't I listen to that earlier?
Why didn't I buy that
yeah.
son of a
So
bitch?
Object definitely making changes and growing to help support all their artists, and I appreciate them for that for sure. Because we give them shit, we give them hell sometimes. Like when we want something, man, we'll get the people talking about it and bothering them.
So earlier when you were talking about not putting choruses in and just leaving a 1 minute song, I was thinking like about how do you build a playlist with NFTs? How do you link all that stuff
Oh,
together like we would with Spotify or anything
Hmm.
like that? Or do we
right.
just have to still go through Object? Is there even a way to do that?
That's like
No,
a
Or you
that
just
was
have to
a
go through
huge
Object, click through
struggle.
each
That
one?
was a huge reason people weren't as interested in music NFTs. They're like, why would I want a music NFT when I can't even listen to I can't even listen to two of them. Like I have to, click reload, change. DNS is a little platform on Tez. They have a music player right now. Hen.radio also has a music player, but I think they changed to henradio.xyz.
Hold on. We got to write these down. This is recorded space, but
I love that. I love this in this fucking modern day. We've talked about this before, right? Fucking here we are and all this technology and phones and fucking everything. But no, hang on, I gotta write this down on this piece of paper.
yeah, well, because and then I'm also going to write down a timestamp for this, so if I can go back and
Go
listen
back
to
to it. Yeah, there you go.
find
But
it
yeah,
quickly.
so that was the reason. At first, when I started music NFTs, I started deleting songs off of like my DistroKid and off of Apple and Spotify and shit. And people, I started slowly, thank goodness, because people were like, "Yo, where can I listen to these? Why isn't this song on Spotify? Like, I see you have music." So I had to put a couple back. But yeah, I released them on and in the one of one streaming royalties, which was made up after that to incentivize and just to reward my one of one collectors. Because damn, man.
Okay, can you? How does that work? Can you go into that a little bit more?
So if you own a one of one from me, a music one of one, then you're eligible for streaming royalties. And right now it's split 6 ways between me and 3 collectors. One of them owns 3. So, my bad. Yeah, it's and I've reached out to my one-of-one owners. A lot of them don't want to claim streaming royalties, just because they're very generous and they want me to, keep those. And I don't either. I don't mind either way. It's streaming royalties are a joke, and that was actually one of the things behind it, was that like it was kind of a sarcastic thing, like, hey, if you if you own a one-of-one, you can get streaming royalties. Look what we've been dealing with for the past fucking
So
five,
the
ten years.
so the one of
But
ones are one of the few songs that you do have on Spotify. You put it up, and then you kick back the royalties in a 6-way split between the one of one owners.
yeah, between whoever wants to claim it. But I have a ton of songs on Spotify. I haven't released the like most recent 3 or 4, but most of my music is on Spotify and even SoundCloud because I like them
Is
too.
is it under JBurn still, or
Yep, yep, JBurn.
good to know?
Not really any JBurns out there.
So the
It's
burn
like two on my street.
is that pre Tezos, or is that because of like Tezos mechanics?
No, that's my nickname since I started smoking weed and rapping. JBurn. It's the
Burn.
first letter of my first name and the first 4 letters of my last name.
Just so happens it works out as joint burn as well too. I mean, if you really want to think of it that way, which is how I thought about it, honestly.
Yeah, and it just plays so well on so many levels. Like JBurn spits fire. Like there's just a bunch of puns to be made. So
I didn't even think about it until we were talking mechanics, and then I was like, oh yeah,
yeah, the name itself is a mechanic. What can I say?
yeah.
I totally forgot. I was just noticing because I noticed Mike Vandy before he tapped out and everything like that. I did pin a little discreet fucking pin at the top that says follow, support JBurn, follow at LaserLou, and retweet. Just for anybody that's still listening, that's the entryway into our giveaway for tonight. I totally forgot about that. Sorry, random thought. I just noticed that. But I do notice.
I saw it pinned, and I
Yeah.
quote tweeted the space
Yeah.
at that time and said, hey, you got to come in and find out, because I wasn't going to retweet that
Yeah.
tweet.
I know Vandy.
I wanted to be people from the space.
I think Vandy did too, so we're good. I fucked that up. It's our first giveaway. It's sorry. It's my first giveaway that I've organized, and I might have fucked it up a bit, but somebody's gonna get a cool fucking piece of art from LaserLou.
Hey, that's a giveaway for real. This is basically free, guys. You probably got a 1 in 10 chance or better. That's a great
Yeah,
giveaway.
it's dope.
And laser lose fire. Which one are you giving away?
It is. Fuck, I gotta go back to it. It was the one Tez piece that he just had a few weeks back, and then he burnt off the leftovers. Fucking trying to.
Nice.
I'm just gonna fucking. I can't remember. I'll look through it here, and I will find it, and I'll interrupt with unnecessary information a little bit later on.
Yeah, I wouldn't have a policy of not joining our own giveaways.
Yeah, you can't, man.
You're good. You're good. But
We-
yeah,
well-
guys, I got to get out of here. It's getting late.
Shit.
Yo, this was mad fun, though. One more shout out to Laser Lou, because, like, dude,
Yeah.
that's the dude. And then, yeah, you guys have been awesome hosts. Thanks again. Yeah, this was super fun.
Man, thank you very much for coming on. I really appreciate it a lot. You've opened our eyes to a lot of some new artists, and you've shared your music with us and a little bit of your process. And what's one last question for you that I wanted to ask is what's your preferred way of smoking?
Bong
Yeah.
all day. That's what I'm about to rip right now before
There you go.
bed.
All right.
And yeah, before I just wanted to say, if you like a piece and it's visually striking to you, and you're digging that style, because there's a lot of styles, check out the artist, see who the artist is, and show them love. Because I really want my collaborators to shine just as much as me, and some of them are still super underappreciated. So yeah, check them out too. I even collab with Lou. We got a dope ass piece called Pure and Dirty. It's pretty expensive right now, but you can get it from the burn shop for. Or wait, I might have taken it out of the burn shop, But hey, the burn shop is negotiable. You could look at my wallet, just search my own, search JBurn, anything that that shit's up for grab. You can negotiate, be like, yo, I got 10 burn tokens on pure and dirty. Let me get that bad boy. Or, whatever. Like I said, negotiable.
Nice. More alpha.
Yeah, that's super. I didn't even tell my Discord that. I like people who are savvy and are like daring and are willing to like ask crazy questions. Like it's okay to be like, hey, will you take like nothing for this? But it's also okay for the person to be like, fuck no. So
Yeah.
like I'm cool either way.
No, that's
But
a big.
I
That's a firm. I'm a firm believer in that. Right? You can always start low, but you can never go back down once you're up high. Right?
facts. But yeah, guys, y'all stay free and have a great night.
Thanks, man.
Peace.
Appreciate you.
Thanks a lot for hanging, man.
Yeah. You can
Oh,
come
my
back.
pleasure.
You can come back anytime if there's anything you want to chat about. We do this every Tuesday, man. Anytime you got something you want to promote, you just want to come in and say hi. If there's an artist in here, like you can have the mic anytime if you want to pop in for sure. Thanks for coming. I appreciate it.
Oh my pleasure. And I'll be back. I'll be back. All right, stay free, y'all.
Fuck, thanks, buddy. Much love. Much love.
If anybody else wants to come up now and hang and
Fuck.
chat for a little bit, welcome to.
We didn't even ask anybody if they had any questions earlier. Like that, it went from 0 to fucking 500 fast. I thought that was great, dude.
Yeah, we usually kind of slow down a little bit, and that's when we start asking the crowd for questions.
Yeah, shit got fired up
But-
there and went like that was like,
Yeah,
crazy. I was
it's a
just
fun
gonna
one.
That bass.
Fun interview.
I just wanted to pop this in. He left before I could play it, but this is that bass nectar tune that he was talking about that he used to freestyle to. Let's see if we get this.
Just
I knew I had the bass nectar. I remember I've had bass nectar and I found this one.
yeah, I'm pretty sure I've heard it before.
Yeah,
I've never tried to freestyle to it though.
No, fuck no. It gets a little it gets a little faster in the middle too. I do remember that shit. It's too bad. Like I mean, we all listen in our phones. Some of us have headphones on. If you're lucky, you have good headphones in, and when I play stuff, you can appreciate it. But I don't.
And they actually work.
Yeah.
Because my good headphones that I could appreciate that with aren't working today.
Oh, good. That's good technology once again.
Yeah.
Damn, that was awesome.
Are there any Canadian freestylers that you know of?
Off the top of my head, I don't know. But I guess I also could say that, like, I don't know if you know Cardinal Official. I'm sure he can probably freestyle. He's big down there. A lot of people don't know that he's Canadian. The Boogeyman. You know, there probably is.
Wasn't Snow Canadian? He's the only
yeah.
Canadian rapper I know.
Snow, fucking rights. I karaoke that motherfucker. I do that.
Hell yeah!
It's hard as hell, dude.
That's fast, dude.
It's damn near impossible. If I've had too many to drink, it's not even happening remotely. Not that I'm gonna lay down that I'm like an amazing fucking karaoke artist at that, but like it is. It's very tough. It's very tough. No, my go-to for karaoke is The Bad Touch by the Bloodhound Gang, all day long.
Nice.
Yeah.
Good song.
Funny story that goes along with that. Now that we just got into something totally random, I was in Vegas. I was flying back from Hawaii, and I flew into Vegas to stay for 2 days. And I was staying at the world's largest Super 8 hotel. I can't remember the name of the casino that's off it, but it's just off the strip. And they have the world's largest karaoke bar. Like, I don't know how you qualify for that, because I've been in some pretty big shithole fucking karaoke bars. But I was in there, and I went up to sing The Bad Touch. And fucking a whole bachelor party of Elvises came in. Like fucking 30 Elvises. And I start to sing this song, and I'm like, holy fuck, like how surreal is this, man? I'm in Vegas, just came from Hawaii, and I'm fucking singing The Bad Touch to and fucking 30 Elvises just came in. Like, this is so Vegas. It was so random. Anyways, high point in my life.
Yeah, that sounds like a fun one. I got to imagine world's largest is quantified strictly by square foot.
Yeah, but I then in that case, I've been in bigger karaoke bars. For sure.
I don't know. I try not to go to a lot of karaoke bars.
No, you got to be drunk.
Yeah.
And I didn't. Another thing we didn't do tonight. Fuck. It all got good. We didn't give a shout out to everybody that's been in, but like right now we got Laser Lou in here. Poke Shaman still holding on strong. It's got to be getting late in his neck of the woods. Telos is there. Dan
Always
Williams.
supporting.
Yeah.
Telos is always supporting.
DeChick 333 or
as is Dan Williams.
Yeah, DeChick 333 or DeChick 3s. I'm not sure. Has become a constant.
She's a
listener.
new supporter.
Yeah, love it.
Been supporting for a while.
Boss Bitch Blondie just popped in, and we've got. Sorry if I mispronounce this, but it's Guilo Vides or Vides. Maybe. Thanks for coming out.
I think it's Guillo.
Guillo?
I don't know.
Well, Guilo. I don't know. We
don't
don't.
You know who else I saw in here earlier today was that Neo account. Isn't that the account that makes sure you're, that's like the Twitter bot? Neo.
I didn't see that.
Yeah, I took a screenshot.
Oh.
I don't remember who was telling us that though. We gotta go back and ask who was telling us that.
I thought it was Voxel that was talking to us about that, maybe. But it could have been every damn artist just about that we've had up here talking about that. But yes, I do remember that.
Yeah, for some reason I thought it was the bartender.
Oh, it's very
that was
possible.
Telling us that,
very
but
possible.
I don't know.
We've had a lot of fantastic.
So if anybody knows anything about that and it wants to come up and tell us, feel free to request to speak.
What was the name again? What was the name of the one that you thought it was tonight?
Neo. It's a girl, which I remember them saying it's a girl. It's a girl profile pic.
Right.
Yeah. Let's dig into that one.
Have to find out.
That's how we know we've made it.
Twitter space conspiracy theories here.
Yeah, we're talking to business managers, and we got the bot. We got the bot approving us.
That's right. We're doing. Oh, that's right. That's right. Because you were talking.
Not randomly booting us.
Fucking business managers. That's crazy. That's awesome. That's. I mean, it's bound to happen. What is so? Does that? So next week's. What was the name of next week's artist again?
Kelly Teffler.
Kelly Teffler. Right on. And that's race car IRL artist that we're going to try to convert into NFTs, right?
I mean, I just want to talk to artists.
Yeah, no, that'll be dope. But
I mean, we do deal in NFTs, right? So it'll definitely be a topic to bring up.
Yeah, I'm interested. What kind of a piece did you buy? You bought a piece for your dad. It's a he or a she?
It's a he. The artist is a he. Okay. The artist is a male.
Yeah, just had to check.
Yeah, ambiguous name. I'm with you.
Well, I mean, anybody's name nowadays.
True. You don't want to dead name anybody. Yeah. But yeah, so my dad's got a '65 Cobra kit car that is blue with white racing stripes. And this piece, I'll tweet it next week so that I can a little closer to the space and I can pin it. This piece is the same car. So I just saw it and I went, I've got to get that for my dad.
I was just going to say the blue with the two stripes is that's when I think Cobra, that's what I think. Absolutely. You said your dad has a kit car, Cobra kit car, you said?
Yeah, it's a kit. It's not it's not an original,
Nope.
We're not
yeah.
We're not couple $1 million worth of vehicles, Rich.
Well, I was going to say you'd still have to have somebody that would want to separate with one of those too, right?
Yeah, even the new remake, like the actually officially branded remakes are just fucking expensive.
Yeah, no, it's disgusting amounts of money on that stuff. Absolutely.
Yeah. Sorry, I'm having audio issues again.
That's
so
all good. No, I was going to say JBurn. It was such a pleasure to talk to JBurn tonight. Like 100%. I really dug it. It was everything I expected it to be. I really loved it. This Like Love tune. Now that I'm dropping shit around here, sorry. That Like Love tune that I purchased today. It's a great tune. I mean, it's 9 tes. I think it's pretty reasonable. It's a wonderful song. Great art, supporting a good guy. He sends you one of those tokens if you buy any of his pieces. I like the little mechanics thing. Like he's definitely got it figured out. I think he's doing some good stuff. He's getting some good. Um,
Yeah, I wanted to dig into mechanics with him a little bit more. But I wasn't like he was giving us information in alpha that I wasn't able to, really dig. I guess
yeah,
he was answering the questions before I could ask him.
I missed the Discord. I had no idea he had a Discord. Otherwise, I definitely would have been in the Discord poking around today because, I erased a whole bunch of fucking Discords I didn't need. So what I need to do is get into another Discord.
We all need more discords.
Absolutely. I even erased some more today. I thought I fucking had been done with it, but
I got somewhere. I definitely got to erase, and I don't erase them. I just kind of folder them down at the bottom.
oh yeah, okay.
Just like if I own something from them, if I have an NFT or something from them, that way I don't have to like search around too far to get back in and try to find if I want to catch up.
True that. I hear that.
But there's some that I own some pieces from that are definitely going to be erased here real soon.
Bye bye.
Yeah.
It's got to happen.
Anyone who's in one of my discords probably already knows which one I'm talking about, but I don't want to.
Not going to give us that alpha.
I don't need to be that rude to the person running it.
No, fair
kind
enough.
of thing. It's not a Came or in Discord. I'll give you that much information.
We've
because he's a good runner of a Discord.
Vegas Vicky. Dan Williams.
Yeah, he tries to keep it clean.
Dan Williams, my friend. We are patiently waiting. Not that we want to give you any pressure, because you hear that out of us all the frickin' time. All of us. We're all like, when you launching, Dan. But we're always telling you, we're there. You know the love's there. We're gonna buy. He's gonna launch his project, and we're all gonna fucking. Is it bear in? Bull in. Bull in. I gotta get my terminology right.
What now?
Bull in. What is that when you go all balls in? Fucking in Web3 world. Is it bulling in? Is it fucking bearing in?
Fuck, this is a new term for me.
Oh, okay. Maybe I'm fucking making shit up. I
would have just said balls deep.
We'll go balls deep. Well, that's just I don't know. I'm not comfortable with that. I'm not gonna.
You just like to dip the tip in just for a little bit.
Well, I don't know. I don't want to say I'm gonna go balls deep into Dan Williams.
You know what?
Sorry,
you put it that way. No, you put it that way. I'm with you. All right, I'm with you again.
All right.
I'm with you again.
Yeah, 18 plus show. If your children are listening, they're getting cultured.
Well, it is 11 o'clock in my part of the world, so my kids are in bed.
Yeah, and if Poke's kids are awake, man, it's got to be, what is it there? Fucking 9, 10, 11 o'clock?
Yeah, we don't parent shame, though.
It's not 10 o'clock.
Did
you just say?
We appreciate all the supporters, no matter what age they are.
That's right. Well, I don't care. I'll be flat honest with you. My parents, my mother and my dad allowed me to watch Richard Pryor, Eddie Murphy, Robin Williams, all of those great comedians back in the day. And I'll tell you what, you watch some of that old stuff, they said things that nobody has any business saying. But I was always allowed to watch that stuff. Probably made me a better person. Maybe not.
I think it goes with like overseas cultures and just non-American cultures of not shaming kids into drinking at an early age.
Overseas, I'm in fucking Canada.
Well, I'm talking like Italian, French, Spanish. Where it's not necessarily as illegal to have a glass of wine if it's being drunk is illegal, but having a glass of wine isn't illegal. So it kind of normalizes the non-binging aspect. And that's why the Americans are one of the largest binge drinking countries in the world, because we shame it at such a young age.
Yep.
No, that they then become, it becomes a more of a rebellion thing instead of just having a glass of wine.
No, that's facts, man. I can tell you that. Haven't done much traveling overseas, but I've been to Italy a bunch of times. But even there, one time we were in southern Italy and fucking we were at a wine festival. You paid €5. You got a fucking lanyard that went around your neck that held a cup. And along the ocean walk, there were 1,000-liter totes of wine all down the walk. No security around them, nobody serving you. You just walked over and you poured it, right? And it's like you didn't see people falling down drunk. You didn't see any fights. You didn't see, like, it was so crazy. If you saw, I mean, obviously you saw people intoxicated. Number one, me and my whole family were all fucking pistered up, and they knew we were the tourists, right? We were the Americanos coming there, fucking. And then we saw a group of young guys. We figured they were celebrating the one dude's birthday, or maybe it was his like bachelor party or something. But they were pistered up, but they were happy and having fun, right? But yeah, you're very right with that. Being exposed to it in small bits, fucking all through your life, makes way more sense than making it so bad for so long, and then finally, when you get to those ages, you gotta go, go, go. These are drinking tips from Willie and Bits.
Nope, not tips from Willie.
Oh right, yeah. No.
Yep, nope, can't be advice.
No. Well, it wasn't advice. It was a tip. It was a tip, though. Is tip advice? I guess it is. If we really want.
I don't know. I don't know. Whatever it is, it's not from me.
Yeah.
Not legally.
So my girlfriend, boss bitch Blondie said, that's what she said was balls deep. That was her vote for our conversation earlier about buying art, Dan Williams art. She said, "Yeah, I'd go balls deep."
Well, she might go balls deep with Dan Williams. That's different, though.
It still doesn't sound fucking right.
It doesn't.
Oh, my God. I'm stoked for our non-NFT, non-Web3 artist next week. It'd be really cool if we could drop some insight and perhaps that artist would maybe think about fucking minting something, right?
Yeah, I think it would be cool. I think it's so easy to mint on object, or Creator Ranch is even easier, but it doesn't. The minting's easy on Creator Ranch, but then tracking and sales and that kind of stuff is a little cumbersome. But yeah, I think it would be cool to like have him mint something, But I'll definitely you'll definitely see quite a bit of tweets from me ahead of time, because I really want to like help him be able to display. And I don't know how active his Twitter is. I haven't even found his Twitter yet. But I want to be able to really show his pieces up at the top so that people know what the hell we're talking about. I mean, some of these artists that we talk to, like it's really easy to find their stuff, but because they're on object, so you just click on the object link, boom, in their profile, and you've got their whole collection at your hands, right?
Yep, for sure. It's a different beast.
So
it'll
be a little bit different.
It's that bridge that everybody's always talking about, right? You got to get basically the Web 2 world connecting with the Web 3 world. You need people to
right.
Yeah, making connections.
And it's not like we've never talked to physical artists.
Well, yeah.
I mean,
most of the physical artists we talk to already have NFT experience as well.
Right.
No, it'll be cool.
Right.
I'm totally stoked for it. It's gonna be badass. I'm very interested. I'm gonna start. I was thinking about questions, and it's like, well, I'm not gonna keep asking you questions because I guess we'll just have the artist on next week and we'll ask the questions, right?
Yeah, write them down.
Yeah, got that. Yep, got my paper. Got my fucking paper. That's just speaking of writing things down. Like that's what blew me away when JBurn was talking about those 5 influential people or whatever in his life. Not to, if I'm quoting it correctly, but he was like Nikola Tesla, Helen Keller, MLK, JFK, and Bruce Lee. It's like that line of fucking people. Like it just kind of blows me away. It's not what you expect to hear out of people's mouths all the time, unless they're like, scholar kind of folk. Maybe I'm wrong.
Yeah, and scholar, like, your scholarly type people usually give you a different vibe they don't give you a fun
They're not.
hip hop stonery vibe.
Yeah, I was gonna say they're not dropping beats and fucking freestyling. That's for sure.
Yeah. I wanted to bring this up when he was still on, but I remember seeing this website. I don't know, got to be almost 10 years ago now, where somebody had like database all the individual words different rappers had used, and like made like a what's it called, like a fucking cloud thing or something like that, right? So you would have like this information cloud of all these different rappers, like Killa, Tech Nine, Eminem, 50 Cent, all kind of all over the rap spectrum, right? Tupac, Biggie, whatever, and they would have a number by their name, right? And then if you clicked on the number, it would expand out and show you all of the words, right? So like Tupac would be like 200 words, and you would click on it, and it would show you what all those 200 individual words were. And like Ghostface Killer and Tech Nine were like, they weren't the top. There was someone else that I didn't know that was way up there, but like those two were like those two were up there. There was somebody else that was the top, but even still, like seems it doesn't seem like a lot until you saw it all together. But Tech Nine was only like 1,100 individual words. Does that make sense? Did I describe that well enough?
No, yeah, totally. I was just kind of, I was like sitting here, just kind of staring at the floor, like wrapping my head around. That's fucking crazy.
Yeah, I wish
Who
I
the hell
remember the
puts
name of
that
the
shit
damn website.
together? Fuck.
Yeah, I I imagine they scrape the lyrics from a lyric website and sorted it, kind of thing. Like I don't think they went through and listened to
Yeah,
everything,
no, for
obviously.
sure. Or maybe they did. I don't know.
Yeah, because it was. I mean,
Fucking pen and paper.
databases were just starting to get really big at that point, and being able to collaborate that kind of data started to get really big.
Yeah.
I mean, now we don't even think about it, right? Just in the background, it's Neo popping into the space, and she records everything we do in database for us. But
So
anyways, I
what
always thought that was a cool thing.
I was going to ask you, because we forgot all about this, but we've been talking about the new artist. What race were you at last week?
Um,
You don't remember what race you were
what's
at
going
last
on
week?
over there? You made me lose my train of thought. You were doing something in the background or something.
Oh, I switched over to the phone. Sorry. You still there?
Did I lose my audio again? What happened here, Bits?
No, I got you. I got you now. I can hear you.
Dead air is killing me.
Hang on. Hang on.
Can you hear me
Can
now?
you hear me now?
Yeah. What happened over there?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I switched
I
over
switched
to my
over to my
phone.
phone.
Switch to a
I can
boom
still
mic?
hear you.
I can still hear you. Can you hear me now?
Okay.
All right.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know what happened. I switched over to my phone like I've done a million times, and shit went fucking downhill.
Oh, okay.
Hang on, let's try this again. Can you hear me?
Can you hear me now?
My girlfriend's down there laughing at us, showing us
She
on
can hear me.
professional spaces at only 2.5 hours in.
So you can
So you can hear me?
No.
No?
That's trippy.
That's trippy.
So you can't hear me through my phone anymore, which is bizarre.
That's what my phone was doing earlier.
I don't know. Hey, we've done pretty good. We haven't been rugged up until this point.
Now you say it.
Let the magic begin.
Right.
All right, there we go. So We're at 2 hours, 24 minutes, and 19 seconds. Just
Thanks, Captain Vlog.
Star date September 13th, 2022. He never ever did that, right? God damn it, I can't find. That was a really horrible William Shatner impersonation.
I don't know. I never watched Star Trek.
No? Oh, come
Saw
on.
a couple of the
You
movies,
fucking
but
must know what he's like. Seriously, but you don't know what William Shatner sounds like? Come on.
no, I know what he sounds like.
All
but
right.
like, if that was like a trivia question, like he never actually said star date and the date or anything, like I
Oh,
wouldn't know that.
okay,
That's not a
well,
trivia I would know.
yeah, that's fine. Okay, I'll give you that.
Yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
No, yeah, I've seen a couple of the movies, but never watched the series or anything like that.
All right. Fair enough.
Yeah.
I didn't know that goat heads existed out in your neck of the woods either.
Right.
Things that we have learned
So,
today.
so apparently, I mean, be thankful you don't have them, because apparently, talking to my cousin and my neighbors and whatnot, the only way to get rid of them is to pick them by hand.
Ha!
So when they're green, you go out there with a screwdriver so that you can get the entire root and pull that whole root by hand while it's green.
I can't fucking believe that like pokes through a tire though. Like that's like so. How long are these spikes? Like it's spikes on it, right?
Quarter,
They're how long?
like quarter inch or so.
That's it. And
Yeah.
and they're strong enough to puncture a tire. Like that's
Well, it's the golf cart tire though, and it had to have gone through the smooth part
okay. Well, I
because
get.
it's kind of got like paddles on it.
So now
So
we're getting down to that. Willie needs to upgrade his golf cart tires now. I think that's where that's where it lies. Then
I really need to. I really need to. Fuck, I don't know. I don't know what I need to do.
that's okay, man.
Yeah, I don't know what I need to do. Oh,
Okay.
I need to get rid of goat heads. I'm trying to say.
Yeah, you need to get rid of goat heads, but that sounds like a lot of work. I personally would just get fucking better tires instead of fucking getting down on the ground with a screwdriver trying to pull these fucking things out. I mean,
So here's my plan. My plan is right now I'm gonna go out there with a blowtorch, see if I can't blowtorch all the goat heads. Because if I can blowtorch the goat heads, then they won't grow into weeds.
yeah,
And
because
then,
that's what you guys need in California is somebody wielding a blowtorch around and fucking starting fires.
yeah, this is not a message from your local fire safety department. It's all dirt, dude. It's an acre full of dirt.
Well, then how does California burn if it's all dirt?
Because idiots like to light those fires in the middle of the brush
Or
launch
sorry, not
crackers, or I don't know. You don't want me to get into the PG&E part of it.
sorry, I'm not doxing Willie. He may or may not live in California somewhere. We don't know.
Well, we know I'm on the West Coast.
All right, there you go. Have you driven the kids to the? Have you driven them to school in the golf cart lately?
I picked them up yesterday
Dope.
because if it's nice and warmed up, then it won't backfire as much. So I spent like 10, 15, 20 minutes before pickup, drove around the neighborhood, picked my kid up. But it's too hard to do that in the morning without it backfiring.
It's just cold. Yeah.
So yeah, and then now flat tire today. Didn't have time to get it fixed today, so I'm gonna try to get it fixed tomorrow in time to be able to pick him up
Dope.
tomorrow. Because
Good dad.
not to get too personal, but we're probably not going to be able to pick him up in the golf cart too much longer. So
Oh, it's
try
just,
to make it fun while we can.
oh.
Yeah. So, anyways,
Well, there you go.
so how was the cabin? Cabin was nice by yourself. Got a little detox time from the Discord.
Yeah, I
A
did.
little well-needed detox.
Yes, sir. Picked up my third round Wag Me wine. I got my Chris Truman Make It Rad wine from third drop wine. Yep, picked her up. Haven't tried it yet. I sent Butternut his yesterday. Stopped at the old FedEx office and Sent the wine across Canada for the man. Really cool story about going across the border. Um, so I was coming back, whatever, normal day, fucking little line up at the border, and get up to the window and tell the lady what I have. She writes on the usual yellow piece of paper and says, Kate, find a safe parking spot, come inside and pay your duties. So as I'm walking in, there's one other vehicle in the inspection spots, and it's this red, beat up, dusty Hyundai Accent, like a fucking 98 or something, whatever. And the trunk is all strapped down with bungees, and it's all banged up and dented, and there's just a guy sitting in there holding the steering wheel, wearing a mask, just staring straight ahead. Didn't think anything of it at all. And then I went in and I handed my paperwork in, and the guy's like, okay, yeah, all right, well, we have a situation that we're dealing with right now, so we're not going to charge you your taxes today. Just grab your stuff and get out of here. And as he's saying that, three guys were running to the back door. They all talked to each other, and then they all went out the door, and then they all like lined up behind this guy's car. And I was like, "Yep, fuck!" I grabbed my shit, and I'm like, "I'm out of here. See you later, boys." That was the most.
That's awesome.
That was a gift. That was a gift. I don't know what that guy was doing. He had a Montana license plate too, so I'm kind of thinking he maybe had a firearm. I don't know. Hard to say. It didn't make
Or a Mexican.
Or a what?
A Mexican?
Or a Mexican? He had
no, they don't smuggle Mexicans into Canada.
Oh, it's too far. It's too far, man. We don't. We Philippines. People from the Philippines come here. That's what we get a lot of.
Okay.
Filipinos.
All right.
Yeah. No, that was it was an interesting deal. I couldn't fucking believe it. I was just like, fuck, you don't have to tell me twice, boy. I am out of here.
You still calced it out and charged butternut, though, right?
No. No, I did not. No, I certainly did not. That was that would karma.
You said he takes good care of you for your services.
Yeah,
so.
no, man. I got Butternut's an amazing dude, and like just in general, karma will fucking bite you in the ass if you do shit like that. That's a fact.
Yeah, absolutely.
I would never, if it was some Joe Blow fucking that I was doing something for, which I wouldn't be bringing stuff across the border for some Joe Blow. So that goes without saying. But yeah, no, fuck no. That was a pretty good deal because we pay like $15 a bottle, which isn't bad. Whatever, it is what it is. It's a special thing that we can't get otherwise, and it's part of what we do. I'm down with it. Whatever.
How many bottles did you have this time?
I grabbed 6 and he gave me 2. He grabbed a dozen.
Shit.
Yeah.
I think I only grabbed like 3 or 4.
Yeah.
It wouldn't have been an odd number, so it would have been 4 or 6.
I think
I only grabbed like 4.
I think it was. I'm not sure. The girlfriend has put away my white, or maybe I put it away. I don't know, but I think I only grabbed 4 of the 3s. Well, no, I grabbed 6 of them. I grabbed 6 of the 3s wine. Never mind. I figure that's about as low as you want to go. I think grabbing 4 just wouldn't be enough for me. 3 of each is the way we got to go for sure, at the bare minimum.
That's what I kind of try to do. Try to get a 6-pack at least, but I think I just couldn't get those. I couldn't get the Make It Rad labels. I don't know. I just couldn't get as many. And then I always want to keep some though.
Yep.
So I couldn't get enough to keep and redeem. So
I couldn't remember, how are we doing that one? I couldn't fucking remember that round.
that was still a big wheel. So it was still a burn a pair for slots at the end. I think.
It's like it was a million years ago. I don't remember.
I know.
This round was all right.
Changes so much that it's so different. I liked this round. I really liked this round. Maybe because I was really set up. I was able to get pieces, or I had pieces. I already had pieces to be able to enter all the raffles. So I was really set up to be able to get everything I needed.
Yeah, you did pretty good. I felt I was okay. I wanted to complete at least one chase, and I ended up completing two because I had
You did get to
yeah
good.
yeah I had really good luck on the wheels. Like the wheels treated me pretty good. I used those game pieces, that we got with the lottery tickets. I used them. I burnt them up when I didn't have a multiplier. I just burnt a ton of those fucking pieces to make sure that I think the lowest I went was like 10 entries. I believe. I could be wrong. I don't remember. I always
Well, the only one I didn't already have the multiplier on, or I wasn't able to get like super cheap basically, was the third one, which I didn't need.
Yeah.
Or no, sorry, the fourth one. It was the fourth one, which we got from our court pass. So I didn't even really need that one.
Right.
So I didn't burn much on that one.
I think I might have done. I think that might have been the one that I did 10. Maybe I didn't do 10. Maybe I only did 8 or 9 on that one. And I'm not sure why I did because I had 4 coming in from my cork passes, but I think it was because Poke had mentioned that we were going to have to burn some number 4s, so I was a little worried. So I wanted to have but whatever. I got a couple extras I think now, so it's no big deal.
Yeah.
It's no big deal at all. Like we always say, it's never a bad thing to have extra game pieces kicking around.
Never hurts. I wish I had an extra lava right
Yeah.
now.
You got
Two.
quite the collection. I've whittled away at mine, wanting to keep it, but I've whittled away at mine and I got nothing. I got to get more balls deep into it.
Yeah.
Balls deep in.
I think the only one I burned through now is the lava. And lanyap tokens. I don't have any more lanyap tokens because I never really picked any. Never really picked much of those up. But if we're talking about full diversity of the collection, then that's what helped me get to the top of that list.
I think I have 3 lanyap tokens. I was saving those to get an entry into something I really wanted to be in or use. Well, who knows? It's always evolving. They're just there.
Yeah, I'll try to snag one up here while we're kind of in this lull. We got a little time off, so I'll try to snag one while people aren't paying attention. Corn's corn's good for flipping when no one's looking.
That's right.
It helps to have a couple in there that are moving throughout different collections, need a little liquidity every now and then. So
For sure. Well, what I was asking earlier when we cut out and we were having the audio problems, I was asking what race were you at this weekend? What was that like? You were at an F1 event?
IndyCar, it was the last race of the season up at Laguna Seca. But I was kind of thinking maybe I keep a lot of that story for next week. We just, I do 10-15 on it before. That way we're kind of talking about the race before the artist comes up. Is my thought. What do you think about that?
Sounds good to
Yeah?
me.
No? You want to hear it now? You don't know? Did I lose you again? Trying to switch back to your phone. Oh, that's why you wanted me to go off on it. You're trying to switch back to your phone. Uh, yeah. So it was like a freaking once in a lifetime style VIP catered event. Like I didn't pay for shit other than my hotel room.
Oh, dude, that was so funny. I thought I could.
Yeah, you were asking me that so that you could try to switch phones or something.
Well, yeah, I went to go switch phones and I had to take a. I'll be flat out honest. I had to go pee.
Oh yeah. I
And
was
I'm
just,
like,
I was kind of thinking about. I'm like, well, like
yeah, no,
let
no,
me
totally. I'm
let me
cool.
kind of save this. Let me save the good parts of this story for
I'm totally dope.
for
I'm totally down with that. Yes, I was agreeing. I was
next
just
week.
laughing. I was laughing my ass off, and I'm like, well, I'm peeing, so I'm not fucking stopping now. Oh, that was so funny. So Miami, we'll change her up a little bit here. Yeah, so
Yeah.
so I had booked. We'd looked into booking a place, and I was like, yeah, no, booking, right? And then I look at this place, and it was $500, $500 and something dollars for 5 nights, Canadian. And then I was like, okay, well, you know what? I'm gonna hold off on this for a minute. I need to look at this tomorrow morning with like fresh eyes because like something's not jiving here. So, anyways, I fucking started scrolling through reviews and everything, and they were like, no, it's nasty. There's cockroaches and this, that, and everything, and I'm like, oh, okay, normally when I stay places, I'm like, I take those reviews with a grain of salt because if somebody goes to Europe and says their fucking hotel room was super super small, and yada yada yada, it's like, well, you've never been to Europe before. That's how fucking Europe is.
Right,
It's cramped and
right.
tiny, right? Or you know, complaining about little things like the cable TV didn't work in my Las Vegas hotel room. It's like, well, why are you in your
Yeah.
fucking Las Vegas hotel room watching
What's
TV?
for?
Yeah. So, but then these ones reviews, I was kind of like, eh. And then I started to think about it. And I'm like, well, what kind of a place do you get in Canada for $100 a night, right? Like, and this is Miami Beach that we're staying on, where everything else around it was like fucking, $1,600 plus for fucking 5 nights. But anyways, so I decided not to do that. I went against it. Like Des and I we're pretty low key. Like we don't need much of anything. Like we're willing to fucking stay in all kinds of different places. But this one here, we were like, think we're gonna opt out of this one. But so
Yeah, I definitely appreciate a really nice place, but um, I don't always need it.
well, you need
You know.
you need clean and safe is really what it boils down to. When you're somewhere else,
Yeah.
right? Clean and safe. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah. But this was like leaning towards the way of not being fucking great at all. Nothing against safety or anything like that. Nobody said anything about that. But the cleanliness was like a big recurring thing over and over again. And and not rooms that were in photos were nothing like what they really were like. Apparently, they were pretty shitty rooms. So
Yeah, I hate that.
I mean, for $500, I mean, like that's the reality. Like it was South Miami Beach, and I was paying 500 and something dollars Canadian for 5 nights. It just got to lean towards too good to be true, right? Like I really do. And then I went on, so I was flipping around. I was like, okay, well, I was looking at Butternut's place and everything, trying to figure out where I wanted to go, right? And then, so I found this other place, and I went on the map, and it showed where it was, and I was like, okay, cool. And I was like, this looks good. This is all right. This is all right. So then I went into the reviews, and it's like, the Boulevard Hotel was not what pictured, da 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 da. And then another review was like Boulevard Hotel, and I'm like, wait a minute, wasn't the Boulevard Hotel the one that I was looking at for $500, and here I am looking at it now for $1,500? And sure as fuck, it was the same place because when I went to click on location, it said location will be revealed once you book. And I was like,
Oh no
dude.
shit.
So somebody could have paid
Yeah.
$1,500 for that, or you could pay 500.
Yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those fucking dual bookings where it's like, okay, so these got really. I'm getting somewhere. These got really big during when the pandemic started. Is ghost kitchens. I
Right?
don't know. Did we talk
Yeah,
about ghost kitchens before?
I know what ghost kitchens are. Yeah.
Okay, so for those listening that may not know, ghost kitchen is like the first person that got really busted for it, or not busted, but like figured out that that's what it was Chuck E. Cheese. Chuck E. Cheese was selling wings and wings only, um, and then maybe they were selling pizza. I don't know, whatever. But let's just go with they were selling wings. They're selling wings under a different name that wasn't cheese; it was something else. And then people started to realize, oh wait, these are fucking Chuck E. Cheese wings. And then like almost every large place like Applebee's, Outback, your large chain restaurants kind of started doing the same thing. They're like, well, people fucking hate Applebee's. What if we just sell them wings from another name? People love wings.
Yeah,
So they got
totally.
really big. So, but hotels do that also, where they have basically another booking that they book under for 3 times the price for no reason, for no difference.
Yeah, dude, that was pretty fucked up. I'm happy that I look into things like I always like click and look into the details and everything, like because that was I couldn't fucking believe it, like the way where it showed it on the map. which was really funny. I was like, okay, so I went onto Google Earth, right? Like I always have Google Earth open side by side, because then you can like go down to Street View and check it all out and see what's going on, right? And
Yeah.
yeah, and it was like, okay, this must be one of these resort hotels right here. I was like, okay, right on. And then I went to click on location, and it's like, location will be revealed when you book. And I'm like, all right. And then I started looking at the reviews, and fuck that, I couldn't believe it. I was like stunned. I mean, I am very curious. Like I mean,
So that's not the place Butternut booked though, is it?
no, 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 no,
Okay.
no, no. He's
I mean, you might, I don't want to tell him.
yeah, he's just a little off of, no, he's just a little off. He's what is it there, about an 8-minute walk or less to the beach. He's just a block, 2 blocks over. Not even, so yeah, it wouldn't even be 8 minutes probably. But yeah, no, I'm just trying to narrow it. I'm just trying to narrow it down. There's a few to pick from. I just have to keep. I just go through. I'm just now like I'm nitpicking the amenities for whatever reason.
Yeah.
And actually, honestly, like access to the beach is a big deal. I would really like to stay on that Ocean Drive, like just because like when I go places, I definitely like to. I mean, I'm not rich and spewing money everywhere, but I definitely like, if I'm gonna go there, I'm gonna stay in the best place I possibly can, like right down on the beach or whatever for the experience, right? Like I stayed on the last time we were in Venice, I had us a fucking hotel room with a patio that opened up onto the Grand Canal. Like that was dope as fuck. I had to search forever, but I found it, right. Like, and that's what I like. I like, and
Yeah.
I had to spend a couple $100 extra, but it was like, fuck, man, you don't go to these places all the time. I mean, who knows?
Yeah, we didn't have a patio that opened out, but we at least had a window that opened
Yeah,
out into the canal.
yeah. Sorry, when I say patio, it was like a fucking window that had like a 2 foot like place where you would put plants or something. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it was not like a deck or anything. No, fuck, not a patio. But that was dope. Like we sat out there drinking our prosecco at night, fucking watching the boats go up and down. It was dope. But yeah, so that's kind of
Hell yeah.
that's what I like to do. So that's what I'm looking for in Miami now. I thought I had that. Like I was ready to hit click book, and like I told you guys, like I got her booked. Fucking no, I just read it again, and I'm like, no, nope, nope, nope. Whole lot of fucking
Yeah, I
nopes
mean,
going on.
you probably spend a couple extra bucks, but you come back going, all right, I'm glad we spent that couple extra bucks.
Oh yeah, because I mean, let's face the facts. When I decide to go back, whether it's day or night, when I decide to go back to that room, like I want to be able to crash out when I need to fucking rejuvenate, right? Like I don't want to worry about fucking
Yeah.
cockroaches. But I mean, stuff like that too. Cockroaches are fucking everywhere, aren't they? I don't know.
I I tend to not see them in a hotel room. Hopefully, it's what you worry about in hotel rooms with cleanliness is bed bugs.
True facts.
Yeah,
Yeah.
bed bugs are a fucking nightmare.
Yep. My mom, when my mom travels, she comes back and all of her luggage and everything fucking stays outside for however many days. She just leaves everything outside. And if it's wintertime in Canada, it's no problem. That takes care of them.
They they don't live in the cold either. I
Um,
know they don't live in.
Bed bugs do. They use, I know they use nitrogen to kill them. But I'm not really sure. They're probably very similar to fucking cockroaches, where it probably takes some pretty extreme temperature to kill them.
Well,
But
it's not much on the heat side. It's only like 120 degrees or something like that they die at on the heat side. Because
okay.
when we came back from somewhere one time, and actually it was Disneyland. We came back from Disneyland, stayed at a hotel that was not a Disneyland hotel, obviously. Or no, sorry, it was an Airbnb. Airbnb right across the street from Disneyland, and thought we had bed bugs coming back, so we're like, well, we better be safe. Um, and it was still so hot outside here that I was like, all right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna double wrap the suitcases in um, trash bags, you know, and then I'm just gonna leave them in the car for a couple days outside in the sun, and then that'll at least get them to 140,
That's legit.
and they should be definitely dead because it's fucking hot. So
It's fucking hot. Yeah.
not. So we just left him out there.
Definitely fucking hot. They'd be out there looking for a beer. They're in your house now going, Willie, Willie, hook us up.
Yeah.
Hey, I was
Where's the
going to
goddamn beer?
just a random thought that popped in my head as I said your name there. What did you pay for your one wheel? Was your one wheel like $1,000, 1,500,
Yeah,
86?
I've got the little one, the pint, and it's like right at 1,000. It was right at 1,000 when
Right.
I bought it.
Yeah, because I was looking at them last week. I've been shopping around online. They've pretty much stuck to exactly the same price. They haven't gone down. They haven't gone up. They're pretty fucking status quo. Status quo.
Yeah, they still have one. They still it's a new version of the pint, but it's still 1,000. And then they have the GT. I think is another one that's like 1,700.
Yeah, I
Is that
think.
right?
Yeah, yep, yep. Yeah,
Yeah,
that seems.
it's been a while since I've looked. So.
Yeah, I think.
Shit, it's been a while since I've ridden.
Dude, gotta get
It's
out
been
there.
a couple weeks at least since I've ridden it. I've only ridden it like 3 times since we've been in this new house.
Shit.
Just been too busy trying to take advantage of cool nights and put stuff away still. So
Yeah, fuck. I guess that's at a premium in your land.
yeah,
Cool
we'll
nights.
get back there.
Cool nights are getting cool here. Everything's getting chilly. It's coming. Probably got. Well, we probably got another 3 weeks before we start. Well, yeah, probably about 3 or 4 weeks before we start seeing a 0 degree temperature. Like it won't be serious freezing.
Here,
It'll
that's
just.
soon, huh?
What's that?
That soon?
Yeah, usually. Well, the beginning of October is pretty much the. I mean, October is up in the air. That's one of those months you can go 3, 4 weeks into October and sometimes just have beautiful weather, but sometimes not.
So
But like,
what we always get is right now we're in this nice little cool spell. Um, but what's going to happen is the county fair comes to town next week, so that's going to spike us back to the hundreds at least. I don't know why, but it happens every year. County fair comes to town, back to the hundreds.
it's
They
all
tried
that.
moving it one year, didn't work.
It's all those diesel generators they run for the fucking rides.
Yeah, probably,
That reminds me.
probably.
As it reminds me, fuel, gas. I gotta look after this space tonight. I gotta look and see if I can transfer stuff out of my
You
corrupted wallet into my new wallet. People have been asking me if I got my new wallet up and running, and I just did this morning. And I wanted to do something with it to try it out, but fucking gas was like at 101 gwei, and I was like, "What? Like, dude, it's never
I
at
haven't I haven't seen it that high in months.
Yeah, no, it was fucking. I don't know what was going on this morning, but yeah, no, that's fucking facts. It hasn't been like that in forever. So I don't know what.
I'm also not looking as closely at that at ETH yet. So
No. Yeah, me neither, really. But definitely, it has not been that high. There's no way. Like usually, pretty much, anytime you look at it in the last 3 months, like 40, maybe max.
yeah,
But yeah, I'm gonna
that's kind of what it's.
got to transfer the rest of that stuff over. One of my fish today. Sorry, Mike Vandy noticed it was transferred twice. It was really bizarre.
From the account that stolen from yours.
Yeah, I think
From the vault company.
it went from the account that stole it from mine to another account to another account to another account.
Maybe they got wise that everyone was buying your fish to give back to you, and they're gonna try to move it around to bring the price up on the floor from it.
Yeah, fuck, I don't know. But I was like, fuck. I actually thought I somehow mistaken. I thought Luck Box Steak had bought it, and I was like, "Oh, dude, you bought that fish to burn? That was my first fish." And he's like, "No, dude." He's like, "I didn't do that." Basically, he's like, "I didn't do that shifty trading." And I was like, I really went and looked at it, and I'm like, "Oh, yeah, what is fucking going on here? This is weird." But yeah,
Did he end up buying it
no,
in
no,
the end or something?
no. No. It was no. He was talking to Mike Vandy about it, and I misunderstood.
Oh,
Yeah. That was no, it was
got
totally my
gotcha.
my
Which
mis.
fish was that?
It's the very first one I bought. It was a clownfish with aviators. It has an Ethereum hat.
Is that your good morning fish?
No, I have to buy that one back Friday. Like, if it's still kicking around, I don't think anybody's going to buy it. I hope. I mean, if a random stranger buys it, it is what it is. But I know nobody in the community is going to buy it up. They're going to leave it there. But I'm going to try and buy. I have to have that fish back. That's a pretty important fish.
I was gonna try to get that one back for you.
Yeah, it's like fucking.
I'll
I
get
think the
to it.
price went on it though. It's like fucking $48 now or something. I swore it was only like $21, but it was probably because.
Well, I can't send you wine, so
That's all right.
yeah, I just needed to. I needed to get some ETH and transfer it, and I was planning on. I am planning on doing that though. I just gotta
It's a hassle.
get fucking caught. Yeah, kind of. That's kind of it, really.
It is. It's a hassle,
Kinda is.
man. No,
Hassle.
you can say it. It's a hassle. It's a fucking
It's
hassle.
a hassle.
Oh, I was pissed off, but I was like, it was like so weird. Like I was talking to the mayor, and like he called me at lunch one day. I'm just sitting there having fucking lunch, and he fucking called me up, and he's like, whoa. He's like, what in the fuck is going on here right now? And I'm like, well. And then Ty was all in the computer looking at things and telling me things because like I don't look at any of that shit. Like I fucking don't. I know I can go look at all the transaction history, but what the fuck does it matter, right? But a few people looked into what the hell was going on, but yeah, that was the weird thing. Like he said, was the fact of that they took those NFTs and like
and left to eat.
Well, yeah, he's like, why? He's like, people don't do that. People take the ETH. Why would you take the NFTs? Right? It's not like it's fucking super high end NFTs. Like I don't know. That's where it was so fucking bizarre, man. Don't even know. To me, it was like it's like I said. I don't know how it would work, but it's like it's somebody that knew, right? Because they took just
Somebody from either BFM or
Moose, yeah,
or Moose Society.
Yep. Yeah, I don't fucking get that at all. Like it was like fucking, you took two.
Hey, this rando just popped in and wants to speak. Should we let him up?
Sure. Why not? I said finger.
Yeah.
You got the finger
Oh, that's
requested?
not to do. Hold on.
You got it? Okay.
See what they want to talk about.
Finger, you're up. You're live. You're running. What's going on? Yeah, that's what I figured.
Motherfucker. Fuck you.
All right. See, it's worth it. You can click on that link up at the top if you want.
You're completely out of your mind.
Crazy motherfucker.
So you're saying all this time you were lying about this? I mean, so you're saying you're a liar.
Dude has a soundboard like I do. I didn't even use mine tonight.
Yeah.
All right, then. We've had a good night.
All right.
Bye-bye.
Thanks a lot.
Oh,
Bye-bye.
Did the pin go? No, we got to get rid of the pin.
Goodbye.
How do we get rid of the pin?
Don't click on the links, whatever you do. That is financial advice.
Did you?
I thought it was worth a try.
No, I knew it was going to be bad.
I figure, there's not much going on right now anyway.
No,
Could've
nothing
been
wrong.
fun.
Fuck, dude, we've invited crazier people up.
Yeah.
Facts. That is facts.
Yeah.
No, that's
Random
that's
fucking
funny.
fake scammer.
I knew that. I actually kind of wanted to listen to it for a little bit longer and see what more fucking. So my soundboard tonight.
Yeah, but we were just talking about your wallet and everything, and I was like,
Oh.
I'm not sure about these. This fucking if we don't kick him, then he's gonna be able to keep fucking posting this goddamn link up here.
Sure.
That's more what
Yeah,
I was
no,
worried about.
Yeah, no, for sure. Yeah, it's all good. We had fun.
Somebody
Remember-
clicking in on accident.
I think there was. I can't remember when it was. It was. I think it was actually a BFM fucking AMA or something like that. But Chris Truman was on. Oh, was it at BFM? Or maybe it was a Wag Me Wine one. Sorry. And but Polk let up a guy that was like, and whatever, he started doing a really bad. Oh fuck, who was it? Chris. He just started doing a really bad impersonation for Chris Truman. It was funny. Anyways, I'm a little high right now. I'll think about that story and try to get the full thing out later on. It was funny. Chris, who the hell was it? Oh, trying to think of what that was. It was really funny. And Poke was just like, yeah, I thought I'd give him a try. see what happened.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See.
It's all good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, they're not gonna get through anything like that when the artist is up, but
No.
I'm
Fucking
just hanging. So
when we're 3 hours in,
yeah.
it's all good. Seeing tonight, JBurn would get a 2-hour token, right? 2.5 hours?
Yeah.
Totally.
Hour and a half. I don't know. I don't know what time he actually dropped off. Like 8:30. So 2 hour.
Yeah, I think 2 hour.
About 2 hours.
Got to get our tokens done.
Yeah, we do. We need an artist.
I was just getting kisses for bedtime, so sorry I missed out there. A little dead air space. We need an artist.
Yeah, we need an artist. I mean, if only we knew an artist or two.
An artist or two. We got
Could help us.
We got to get a theme song, right? Like, I mean, I don't know.
Dude, totally.
Fucking JBurn theme song.
Yeah, we totally need a theme song. We need to see what he wants for it, and then see if we can't get it. We'll see if we can't get it crowdsourced funded.
That was passion. Well, maybe we can sell a WX8BK fan token, which would enter you into automatic weekly draws, maybe, and it's like $1 fucking or 2 Tez fucking 1 Tez fucking token. Could crowdfund. We could be like PBS, do like big telethon. We could talk for hours.
I like your mechanic brain working there,
right, dude. That's big for me, and you saying that you like that, I appreciate that, because I'm not good at that shit.
Mechanic brain working.
I'm not even good at that shit at all. But that we could do that, something like that. And, and eventually in the future, when festivals come around that we're hosting, the mayor is NFT. So the mayor is speaking at NFT Miami. Is that what it is? NFT Miami, or is it a Decentracon?
No, I think it's a Decentra.
Okay, Decentral. Okay, it's a Decentracon Miami. Sorry, but I
don't think it's an NFT Miami. I think it's Decentracon like that.
And they're probably, if they listen back to this, they'd be, motherfucker, we are enemies. No. But yeah, so he's a speaker, and also NFT and Chill is an official media sponsor, supporter. So that's kind of cool.
That's really cool.
Yeah. And he's like,
we got to get that.
Yeah, someday, man.
We got to do a collab show with him.
Oh, fuck.
Like an official, crossover show.
I was gonna say that's where the fucking imposter syndrome comes in for me. I'm no mayor.
Yeah, I mean, he just has a different knowledge of the space. It's a lot more deep than I even really care to go, to be honest with you.
Yeah, he's got great knowledge of that shit.
Yeah, so that's why I come kind of over the imposter syndrome, because I was kind of basing myself on him, but I'm like, well, we do something completely different. Like he's got this intimate, deep knowledge of the space and everything that's going on, and I'm like, that's not even what we try to be. We don't advertise ourselves as that.
No, he has his thumb on the pulse.
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh no, we're definitely not the same. No.
Yeah, I don't try to be the same.
I'm excited to get more guests up, more guest artists brought in. I'm excited every week. And it's really funny. I mean, we've been doing pretty well with basically having the next week ready at all times on a whim. And I'm like, I like kind of like it's kind of like a rush, and I'm really worried about it when it's happening, and then it's like all of a sudden it's like, oh well, I'll just message, and like all of a sudden, boom, yeah, sure, I'll do it, no problem. It's like, okay, crisis averted within 5 minutes.
Well, we kind of start looking right now for 2 weeks out though, right?
I just
So
yeah, yeah, because I
I
mean, really,
I kind of 2 week time frame because it gives us some flexibility to maybe if somebody hot does come in tomorrow, we can be like, oh shit, let's ask them if they want to do the show in 2 weeks. And we're always saying, well, we can't do this next coming week. We're booked, but we can do 2 weeks. So it kind of gives us, that extra credibility of we're booked, but then it gives us the flexibility to be able to pivot and just grab somebody new or whatever. We kind of have a list of artists we want to talk to, right?
yeah, we do 100%.
And some of them we've reached out to, and we, like Proteon, I reached out. Proteon and Voxels had reached out months before we talked to them. Um,
Yeah, I do remember
but
that. I do
but
remember that too when you
as
first
far
did
as
that.
booking, it's just kind of like, all right, if you're ready in 2 weeks, we're ready in 2 weeks.
Yeah, you're giving out One Wheel's giving out WX8BK Alpha. You want to get in?
Yeah,
This is how the booking works.
how the booking works. Call my business manager.
That's been fun. JBurn tonight, like, dude, I fucking dig. That's where, like, finding the sorry, I'm fucking around with my microphone here. Like finding the music artists. That's where I find it's artists that have pieces that are a visual and audio. Like, it makes so much sense. Like, it totally makes so much sense. You have this little square in the universe like that. It makes so much sense to do it that way. Like, your piece should have audio. Well, sorry, I get not all pieces, but kind of get what I'm saying. Am I just rambling on?
Yeah. No, I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna revert back to what JBurn was saying earlier about concentrating on your strength. So
Yeah, true that.
if you're not strong in audio, I wouldn't. I don't need my artist to force it in there if it feels forced.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah.
I don't like
Very correct.
if the artwork's super strong, then I don't need the audio in the background.
Yeah. True that.
So,
Yeah. That's very true too. I was
right.
just I was
So
just getting
I
a
don't
little
know.
I was getting a little passionate, that's all.
Yeah, you're excited.
Yeah, for
No,
sure.
it's
No, I like the music. I mean, just for this space alone. I mean, where this space ends in the future, who knows? But like for right now, like I dig having a little bit of audio. I mean, playing that short little tiny fart piece of music at the beginning that we always play. When I say fart piece of music, I'm not saying it badly towards any of the music. I'm just saying like that when I play the audio at the beginning of these shows, it's usually such a small piece, and not everybody's even here, right? Like, it's just like we just do it at the beginning. It gives us a moment.
yeah.
But I think that could be like when we did with on the Proteon um, show.
That little piece in the middle.
Yeah, in the middle there, right? Because I was like, oh shit, like I still have my iPad hooked up here. I can fucking right, and I wish I could have did that tonight. But actually, honestly, like with JBurn, like I just think like as speaking with him went on, like you could feel his passion coming out, and like he was laying stuff down, and like it just, I don't know, I think if it just started flowing like really fast, and I thought it was a really good conversation tonight.
Yeah, and it's not like we take commercial breaks or something where we
No.
can be like, all right, we're gonna come back with a small tune of his or something like that, So
Yeah.
if we are to play something in the middle, you want it to be pretty short so that people aren't like tuning out and going, "What the hell is going on here? Is this an audio show or talk to or whatever?"
Yeah, but I mean, a lot of these pieces. Yeah, yeah, I do get what you're saying. Like, I'm not gonna play. We're not playing
4 minutes in the middle is a
17,
long time.
17 minutes of Inagata Davida, but most of
Yeah,
most of these most of the pieces that I find and most of these artists have been like like JBurn, right, when he was talking about he doesn't have the choruses and everything. Like this Like Love song is 2 minutes and 13 seconds. A lot of the Fendelmark stuff that I've played, you're usually right at the 2 minute mark, give or take whatever seconds, right? Like, probably take. So I think that's I don't want to play a big long piece. I just think it would be great to play another small blurb right in the middle. Like, why not?
Yeah, 20, 30 seconds
Yeah.
max in the middle, maybe. I mean, especially if we do it right before, like as we're introducing,
Yeah.
like I think that'd be a really good time. Play something.
Sorry, I was clearing my throat there. Well, I was thinking like as we're interviewing the artist. If it's a sorry, this is I was basing this on being a musical artist on the space at the time.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I was following you.
Oh,
I
okay, okay,
was
okay.
following you.
Yeah,
I was
yeah,
like I was more just thinking like it's a better it seems like a better kind of like pause to do it just as we're introducing, like, hey,
sure.
let me play this piece. Let me play this piece by such and such by JBurn, and after that, we'll talk to them.
Gotcha.
Give
Yeah, yeah,
Gives them time to
gotcha.
get their audio to come up if we haven't actually brought them up yet. Um, you know what I mean? It
Yeah, I see
kind
where
of
you're
works
laying down.
as
Yeah,
in the very beginning, where if you got a little kink or something in there, you got to work out. Then it gives it that little bit of time. So
yeah, I totally
that's
get you. To take a prairie farm boy kind of fucking approach to it, I'm combining what you're swathing right there. No, I
but
totally get.
I
See,
do really like that.
I was more looking at the way I was thinking about it was more like we have that artist on, and once we're like half hour or once we're like 45 minutes into talking to that artist, we could take a break and go, oh well, here's that piece or whatever. And but really, that also is bringing a lot of structure to it, which we don't really typically have anyways. So
Well,
yeah,
we don't want to lose, you don't want to lose momentum, I feel.
no, that's true.
Like if you're in a really good conversation, you don't want to like have to feel like, oh, let me stop here and, play another piece. But, with Proteon, it was pretty organic. We were talking about that and you were like, hey, I just picked this up. Let me play it real quick.
Yeah, you're very right.
But
No,
you
it's
don't
all good.
want to, you definitely don't want to force it. And like I said,
Yeah,
mostly you don't want to break momentum
no, totally, 100%.
or
Absolutely. Well,
stops train.
last week last week we were gonna have Alpha from Poke, and it never happened because we got in.
Yeah, we couldn't get there.
It just never happened. And it was funny because I was re-listening to the space, and I was on my way to work, and it was like. And I remember hearing myself go, "Yeah, no, we totally got Alpha," and you're like, "Yeah, we got Alpha," or I think actually you brought it up, or whoever, whatever it was. But I was just
And
like, "Yeah, we got Alpha coming up later," and I'm like 5 hours later, there was no Alpha. Fuck.
there was, it just wasn't Wagme Wine Alpha.
No, it wasn't
I think
Wag.
Lou gave us some Alpha, right?
He did. He was. What did he? Yeah, no, he did. And I can't remember what it was now. Again,
I don't remember either.
I don't either. Paper. So, Paper Buddha, you're going. It's like a blunts and brunch thing you're going to in Miami. You've got. You're. Yes. No.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So there's two Tez pieces and two E pieces of his that basically get you into that. Kind of like owning a cork pass will get you on the catamaran, right?
Right.
So I picked up one of those pieces a couple months ago specifically to be able to go. Um, and I'll probably still go because a lot of these guys that we've been interviewing lately will probably be there, but there's been some drama amongst different discords, and um,
Sure.
so
Combining what you're swathing.
yeah. So if there's already something else going on at the time, that's that's not going to be my higher priority, if you will.
Right on. Right on. Gotcha. Combining what you're swathing. I'm picking up what you're laying down. I'm
Yeah,
fucking building the Jenga tower after it falls.
yeah. But I'm not selling the piece. I am prepared to be able to go.
Yeah, dude. Totally.
You know. I just may not be picking up a lot of new pieces. We'll see. Just depends on how I still feel about how the collection moves after the dust settles.
When the dust
You know,
settles. Yep.
keeping my eye open though. Keeping my eye out there.
That's tips from Willie. I was just thinking Nike jerk. I was looking at some Nike jerk stuff actually on Sunday morning at the cabin. It was the one random time when cell service kind of fucking pops in and out at the cabin. And not that I'm out of the cabin to fucking be on my phone, but I was shopping. I ended up looking at some Nike jerk pieces. I just kind of wanted to pick up another one. I think that's one of my biggest outside of Wagme Wines. I think he's one of my biggest Tezos collections. I'm not sure. I have to look at that. I want to know that now.
Mine's definitely got to be threesomes outside of Wagme.
Sure. Yeah.
Or at this point, it might be Chris Truman because I haven't burnt a lot of the pieces for the stuff.
All right.
So I know might be of different pieces.
Chris Truman. I got to put in my. I'm gonna drop a bunch of pieces in on the this M series burn. Is it M series burn? We're in M. I think we're in M.
Yeah. We're on M.
Yeah. No, I got a whack load of M's. I think I have a couple F's. I don't think I have any G's. So I'm just gonna drop it in there and see if whatever. I got to drop them in. Can't lose, right? If I fucking don't get anything, I want dinner with Chris Truman. God damn it, that's what I want.
Yeah, absolutely.
That's what I want. I mean, before it was like you got to have a Chris Truman physical, but then I'm like, well, why not have physical Chris Truman? Right?
Yeah.
And I mean, there's two opportunities now.
I agree, but then I have just gone to dinner and drank a bunch of wine with Chris Truman.
Well,
so it's not like
that's the other side of it too. I mean, Chris Truman, he's going to be on the catamaran, right? We're hopefully going to see him at the fucking beach, on the beach party on the fucking Saturday. Maybe he can bust out a fucking what is he? He bodyboards, doesn't he?
I don't know.
That's what he crashed when he fucking.
Oh, I thought he broke his shoulder, right?
Yeah. I'm just wondering if he can do it there. Is it that time of the year?
Forgot about that.
Because I know in Hawaii.
He's out there bodyboarding. I'll probably be right out there with him. I'm not gonna lie.
I'd like to learn. Maybe he can teach us. We should ask him. We should message him and ask him. Maybe
I got no reason to not be out there, other than I don't know, Miami Sharks. I don't know.
Well, dude, I'm a firm believer.
Florida than California.
I know way too much about the ocean, and when I go into it, I just try to block it all out. I don't want to think about the bad shit that's going on underneath the ocean that you would never know about until it's fucking on.
Try not to, but sometimes, but you gotta know, like you gotta know your region sometimes to know, like, okay, what's is our man of war threat here, or are great whites a threat here? Like what's in this water?
Well, it's on the southern coast of Italy, down there in the Mediterranean area and all that. The water is super high salinity, and so not many fish live. Not as much lives in that environment. And so my cousin was reading, saying, "Oh yeah, well no, sharks aren't even really here because there's just nothing to eat." And And I said, "Yeah, but great white sharks, I think, have been known to be in damn near every ocean in the world." Cousin's like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, but like, okay, so like, we get them out here on our beaches, like the beaches I frequent, and but it's kind of when one's there or has been seen, you know about it.
Yeah.
It's kind of unavoidable news because it's maybe a once a year sighting, maybe, and that's only for like a day or two.
You're just hoping you're not the first guy that's out in the water that spots it.
Yeah, and there's rarely been attacks out here. There's just been sightings. I mean, there's been, I don't know, maybe 4 attacks since I was a kid. You know,
Yeah.
40 one every 10 years
No, and
kind of thing.
that's where I say people worrying about it, like your odds of getting hit by lightning are probably fucking
Yeah.
far better.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So you go, all right, well, you know, was there one here yesterday? Yeah. No.
Yeah. Is it still here
Which one?
today? I don't
Yeah, is it still here today? I don't know. Probably not if it was here yesterday. Probably moved up the coast.
know. No, it didn't have enough people to eat, so it moved up the coast to fucking Los Angeles.
Yeah,
Or
it's not like
down.
they hunt at 12 or something like that where you're just going to see a ton of them and they're just going to attack. You have to look like food also.
Yeah. Yes, that's very true. Yeah. So, anyways, back to food and yeah, dinner with Chris Truman. Whatever. I don't know. I desperately, desperately, desperately want
No, see
a physical Chris Truman piece, like desperately. I do, but I just need to. The time needs to come around where I can fucking drop enough game pieces or whatever is required to fucking acquire that. Definitely hasn't been, the last few times they've been out there. Even if I did drop some offers in on, there would have been no flipping way in the world I could have matched anything. It's gonna happen.
yeah.
I liked Corin's idea or whoever's idea about fucking handing him a piece of paper and a Sharpie.
Oh yeah. I have in the bottles.
Well, no, I was thinking just to draw me a picture. Fuck.
Yeah,
Trying to
true.
be. This is a Chris Truman original stick figure.
He's not really a doodler like Bobby Yamada that just dropped in though.
No. Yeah.
So
Hey.
welcome Bobby. We're just kind of bullshitting. So if you want to come up and talk, go ahead.
If you want to bullshit,
Yeah, bullshit with us. We're just talking about Miami and kind of plans and things. So
I'm excited to go to Miami. I'm very interested. It's one of those places in my life that of course I would love to go to, but I don't think I ever would have. Like, yeah, like I mean, there's probably higher places on my list. Like, the girlfriend asked me, she's like, "Well, why is this all of a sudden a priority then? If it's somewhere?" And I'm like, "Well, because I have access to events and people that like it's a big deal. It's a once in a lifetime kind of gig, right? Well, maybe not, but totally puts it up there. And it's Miami in fucking December. I'm from Canada. It's a no-brainer. No
yeah.
brainer. No fucking brainer.
So I was a big Dan Marino fan as a kid. So it was all as a kid it was top on my list. I want to go to Miami and see Dan play. Um, with the Dolphins, but um, like once he retired and they became just a shit organization. I mean, just a shit organization. Just didn't care about putting a team on the field at all. I kind of went, well, I've got no fucking reason to go to Miami past you being like 22 or 23. It's like, all right, through those years, you're still like big party city, go out there, party, whatever. But then you start to get a little older, and it's like, that's too much party city for me. So I was like, yeah, there was definitely moved down on the list until, yeah, like you say something like this, where like, okay, well, but I'm actually a big collector. I didn't mean to be, but I kind of became this big collector. I'm kind of high up in some of these circles of all these people throwing all these fucking parties. So,
Fucking let's go.
like, yeah, let's fucking go.
No, it's pretty dope. Yeah, I'm trying to. I definitely would. I want to get funds together, and I want to get into the. I mean, threes. It's been so hard for me, with not being able to listen to fucking LFGs and shit like that. Like, just not even having the time to pay attention. But I definitely want to get into the lifestyle thing. I need to come up with the funds and do that and get in there. And I want to get this. I just need to get into this season and get back into the groove, right? Like, I just kind of feel like this off season, I didn't do with this off season what I should have, but now I kind of want to get back into the season so that's in the forefront of my head.
Now's the time to make moves. So
Yeah, so I'm trying. I know, but like
trying to
it's
be
like
cards, trying to getting
yeah.
trying to pick up some here and there.
It's changed.
Definitely prepared for the bulk insert drop coming up soon. I would
Yeah.
definitely be prepared for that.
That's honestly, that's all I think I'm looking to, like, to begin with. Like, that's it. Like, that's all I've wanted is like all the whole time that I've played. I mean, I get it. Like, base cards are very important and other cards, but it's like I just need I want a bulk insert card. I just want to have something to really feel like I'm playing and to move on. But I don't know. I just need to get it to the forefront of my head again. Is what I need. I need to get back into the season where it's like a daily thing that I think about and fucking actively, because I've just let it go in the off season. And I mean, whatever. I mean, IRL stuff also fucking dictates what's been going on lately as well.
Yeah,
It just kind of coincided with the end of season 9 as well.
or when you've got so many other Wagme and Chris Truman side projects dropping new pieces. It's like ooh ooh ooh, always chasing that new biscuit.
Yeah.
Always chasing that new carrot. And when there aren't new these pieces, I kind of do the same. I tend to not think about getting back, going in older pieces in the collection. I'm always looking forward, not backwards. But you really need to be in that community to stay on top of it. I mean, it's no different if you came into WAGME now, right? You kind of need to go back and try to pick up some older pieces and things. It's just we just came at the beginning, so we have the advantage of not having to do that. If you will.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, me and you both kind of stacked up pretty well. The first all of the drops so far, really.
Yeah, we're doing pretty good. For
Whether
sure.
whether
Yeah.
you held or
Yeah.
whether you've been able to hold most of that or have burned through some of it or whatever, and that's a little different. But you at least were able to stack in the beginning, be able to burn it when you wanted to or needed to.
I think it's kind of dope to see some of the new people that are coming in and playing, like D-Bot and fucking Nike Jerk, right? Like they've both of those guys have done fucking. They've been playing, right? Like D-Bot today
Yeah,
fucking dropped a good
D
offer down.
D-Bot's been around at least since threesomes. I mean, he's a Dow member and all that.
Oh well,
So
I know, but I mean, if you weren't around, as far as I'm concerned, if you weren't
you
around
weren't.
first round, you're not fucking. You're a new member. But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah,
true.
yeah. I get what you're saying. Yeah, he came in for threes, but yeah,
Daddy V's been there since like right before threesomes, and
yeah,
he's a strong contender.
100%. That's very true. Yeah, I dig it. The game has been fun. We're not having a million people come in and fucking flood the markets, but it's kind of cool. We got just enough.
Yeah,
We got
yeah. Think it's I think the growth rate could be a couple more people per drop. Like maybe two or three would be nice,
yeah.
but really much more than that is gonna be. I'm gonna start bitching about, well, I can't win any fucking wheels. You know, So where's the balance?
Yeah, I know. There's
So,
that's that fucking what is that? That's the catch 22, I guess. Double-sided sword or double-sided fucking whatever. Yeah.
yeah,
No.
exactly.
Go
I
to
want to know if Poppy's got anything new going on. She might be busy or something. Just listening. We appreciate you listening either way.
down there in the corner. Telos. We know Telos isn't listening. He's asleep now.
Yeah, I think I'm guessing Tilos and Poke are both asleep, 'cause
Yeah.
if Poke usually gives us some clap hands or wavy hands or whatever.
Now
If he's really he's supporting them.
Poke was talking about 11 p.m. last week. So
Yeah.
that's bedtime. 11 p.m. So what is it now? It's 10:30. So is it 12:30 his time?
Well,
I guess.
12:30.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm actually very pumped about the whole time change thing when I go to Miami. Like I'm stoked. That's like a 2-hour difference for me. On the good side.
Yeah, coming back's gonna suck though after 4 or 5 days.
Yeah, just chalk it up
I'll,
to a bad night of sleep.
I'll get used to it in a day and a half, and then I won't get ever get used to it coming back.
Yeah, I'm coming. You're flying. Oh, you haven't booked your flights yet. Yeah, I'm coming back on Monday. So I'm going to have to go into a Tuesday. So at least I'm eating my Monday away.
Yeah, I'm definitely not coming back Sunday. I'll come back at least Monday,
Yeah.
or like at the earliest Monday.
Well, yeah, like I fucking the difference in flight price and everything was like ridiculous. Like I was gonna Sunday, like I booked on points, and even using points, I was like it cost way more points to fly back on the Sunday than it did on the Monday.
Mm.
And plus, the airport would probably be fucking busy as fuck, right? Everybody getting the hell out of Dodge.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe. I don't know.
Probably.
When I went across the border this weekend, when I went south into the U.S., the lady came out and she's passport and everything, and she's like, "And your vaccination records?" And I'm like, I just stared at her. I'm like, "What?" And she's like, "Well, you have your vaccination records?" And I'm like, "No." I'm like, I carried them. Like I've been down 3 times. I carried them the first time, and nobody's ever asked for them. And she's like, "Well, is it on your phone?" And I like opened my phone. I'm like, "Fuck, I don't think I have anything that'll be used to you." And I opened it up, and like in Canada, when we come across, we have a QR code. We
Yeah.
pre-fill out this Arrive Canada thing, and I said, no. I pulled that up, and I'm like, no, there's nothing here that would be any use to you. And she goes, well, I can't look at your phone anyways. And I'm like, okay. And she's like, well, you have to have it. We're not all on the same page here, but you have to have it. No. And I'm
Like
like,
there's some weird Canadian laws they can't look at your phone if you show
no,
it to them.
that was the Americans. That was not coming back. That was going down.
Oh, Americans can definitely look at your fucking phone.
No, that's what she flat out told me. She said, well, I'm not allowed to look at your phone anyways. I'm like, okay. I think they can. I think if they pull you in for something, they can maybe, right? Like if they bring you in and they're investigating you for something, maybe they can. But yeah, I don't know.
I don't know.
That's what she
From
said.
what I know,
that was what this woman said.
Is basically if your phone is unlocked and does not have a passcode, or you show it to someone, or you don't lock it and give it to someone of authority, then they can look at whatever the fuck they want.
Yeah, I don't
But
know.
if it has a passcode, it's different. Which is why, like even if with a Face ID, like a cop can point it in your face, and your face can unlock it, and that's basically you giving them consent to unlock your phone.
that's
So you
just
tell
so.
them, no, you cannot see my phone. And this is not legal advice. You tell them, no, you cannot see my phone, and you basically try to unlock it without using your face or anything like that, so that it locks itself out, and then it requires a passcode, and they cannot obtain your pass.
Interesting.
Not even.
Well, I'm just going by what she said. But
Yeah,
the real kicker to all that is when she said, "Well, we're not all on the same page here, and not asking the same questions." And I'm just like, "Really? That's comforting."
Yeah, shit.
Jesus Christ. Well, I was like, and I'm just staring at her. I'm like, okay, well, where do we go from here? What do I need to do? Am I turning around? And she's like, well, you can go down now, but next time. I'm like, okay, yeah, fuck, no problem. Like I had it the first time, like 3 trips ago. I had it. It was sitting on the seat, but I never got asked for it. So the next time, it might have been like in my glove box, but never got asked. And then the third time, never got asked, and this time, you betcha. So that was interesting.
Yeah.
I was like, fuck. I'm like, the only thing that was going through my head, honestly and truly, is holy fuck, I want breakfast. Like, please don't tell me I have to turn around. Like, I fucking want breakfast. That's why I'm coming down.
Fucking hungry, lady.
Oh, dude, I need coffee so fucking bad. And I was picking up my Wag Me wine as well, but yeah, I was like,
Yeah.
I just want fucking breakfast. I need my coffee, lady. Please. Do you have any coffee in there?
Yeah. If you're gonna harass me, can you at least give me some coffee? I know you got some coffee back there somewhere.
Because they would, right? They always show that. What would you like, something to drink? Yeah, have a coffee. Black coffee.
Yeah.
Black coffee in a styrofoam cup. Fucking sweet and low.
Sweet? Oh, that shit'll kill you.
Yeah, I know. The fucking girlfriend, she's sweet and low. I don't know. She's one of those fucking sweeteners, and I'm like, dude, It's not right.
Yeah, sweet and low saccharin. That's the one that'll kill you.
Is it? Yeah. Well, I don't know what she does. I don't pay attention anymore. It's in the little fucking packets that are all over the place. Always.
Pink one. Sweet and low's the pink one.
Yeah, maybe she doesn't do a pink one. Maybe she does a yellow one.
I don't know.
I don't know either. Yeah, it's not. Let's.
I don't fucking know.
Here we go.
I don't care. I don't. I drink coffee black. I don't know.
Yeah. Yeah. No, I like.
I'll treat myself to a little milk occasionally.
I go. I do milk usually in the morning at home, or cream if I go out.
Yeah, Buffalo Trace if I'm drinking that weekend.
Mm.
Definitely a little Buffalo Trace on the weekend.
Oh right, that's that. Yeah,
Buffalo Trace.
Yeah. I remember that. Yeah. Yep. You mentioned that before, and I looked it up. I can actually get it not too far from the house.
Yeah, that's good stuff.
I forgot about that. I should get that. That should be something that should be at the cabin, actually. That's a good, put it in the cabin liquor cabinet kind of deal.
I tell you what, you buy the first bottle, you won't forget it.
Yeah.
You won't forget it again. You'll be like, oh yeah, fuck Bailey's or whatever else there's out there.
A couple trips ago at the old cabin. It's an old cabin. It's like it was built in like fucking 1959. Not built in like 1959. It was built in 1959. Like it's old. Like it's like you can see through the walls. Like it's a cabin. It's a cabin with very nice touches and amenities. But we put our liquor in a big steel case underneath the cabin. Because like it's like if you're gonna break in and give somebody reason to come back, it's not going to be all the fucking knickknacks you collected on the wall that you have stuck up around. It's going to be the big cabinet of booze, right? So yeah, so I went in there. I hadn't been in it. I don't think I've actually fucking opened that cabinet in a year at least, if not 2. And boy, oh boy, we pulled shit out, and I'm like, oh, this is fixing to be a really bad fucking night. Because there was so much vodka. Peppermint schnapps, root beer schnapps. There was like multiple bottles of Jägermeister. There was some coffee flavored liqueur, and no, it wasn't Sambuca. It was some, I can't remember what the hell it was. There was
not like a cheap coffee liqueur.
I can't remember what it was. No, I remember the bottle was probably like $70 when I bought it.
Not Kahlua then?
No. It's got a little Mexican guy on the front with a donkey. Yeah, I can't remember. La something or La Cue. I can't remember. But and then there was multiple kinds of whiskey, like whiskey and rum, and rye. Well, you guys don't drink rye down there. It's fucking whiskey.
Oh, I love rye.
Yeah.
Yeah, I like rye. I take rye over whiskey usually.
Yeah, but you guys don't usually get it down there though, right?
Yeah, we get lots of different producers.
Oh, that's interesting.
But I try to stick with that. But yeah, no, we get quite a few different producers. Basically, anyone who's making a whiskey or a bourbon, generally makes a rye also.
Okay. I just find a lot of the times when back in the day, like I'd go down to order a rye and Coke, and they'd be like, "Well, whiskey." Yeah, okay.
Oh yeah, probably because they don't use it. They don't use it for well drinks like that a lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No, I don't. I don't tend to dip into the very often.
And then we had there was a bottle of Screech in there, which in Eastern Canada, it's an Eastern Canadian drink. Fuck, I don't even know how it's made, but it's fucking goddamn. It's like 100 proof, motherfucking, run your car on it kind of stuff.
About that a couple weeks ago.
Yeah, but yeah, I had all those out, and it was really funny. In the end, nobody touched any of those bottles because we all got so scared when I pulled out all that stuff that we were all going to be sick and fucking hungover the next day. That nobody poured a single drink or a shot out of any of those bottles. I thought that was funny as fuck. We just scared ourselves. Like everybody was looking, like, oh my god, this is gonna hurt tomorrow. Like I fucking. Well, there was even a bottle of Fireball in there too.
And then you have a group mentality at that point, right? So if the whole group is getting fucked up, well, I'm not gonna be the one guy. You know what I mean? Like,
True. Well, we all got
if
we all got drunk on our fucking beer and everything. It's just that the shots would have fucking
yeah, if the whole group's not doing shots, though, I'm not going to be over there doing shots by myself.
yeah. True enough. A couple weekends before that, the girlfriend every year for my birthday weekend, I'm out at the cabin, and the neighbor, her daughter-in-law, celebrates her birthday like the day before or the day after mine. So they're all she has a girls' party weekend out there on the same weekend, and whatever we typically keep our parties separate except for myself and I can't remember her name. It's terrible because we've been doing this for 7 years. But anyways, we'll have drinks. Like we'll just stop and we'll each have a drink of whatever the hell is going on or a shot together just to celebrate our birthdays together, kind of like on the property line sort of thing, and that's it. But this year, my girlfriend decided it was time to start taking them shooters. She fucking destroyed like a dozen ladies at this cabin. Like she fucking dropped so many shooters on the Friday night. Saturday, they didn't fucking you didn't see movement till like 2 in the afternoon over there. Like it I was like, Des, you fucking killed them. Like you destroyed that whole party. Yeah. She'd go over there and they'd all be like, Desiree! You could hear them all over there and they'd do shots and then she'd come back with an empty tray of glasses. It's like, holy fuck. My girlfriend, the bartender, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
That's her.
Yeah,
That's her.
sounds like you definitely know how to throw a party up there.
Well, we try. Sometimes we do, sometimes we don't. But when it goes off, it fucking goes off. Yeah,
Sounds like it.
yeah, man. Well, dude, I don't know. I think we can almost call this space. I think.
Think it's time.
Yeah, we did good tonight. It was a good space. Fucking, it was almost reasonable.
Yeah, it feels weird without Mike Vandy being able to hang all night.
No, he's got a job. It's like fuck. I got a job. I gotta get up at 6 a.m. tomorrow.
I know. Little puss.
Oh, I totally forgot to tell my story about running my finger into a bench grinder too. Fuck, we'll save that for next week, maybe.
Ooh, yeah. That doesn't sound very great.
Hey, it's how I started my Monday morning. It was awesome.
Let's save that for next week. I mean, just a hunch here, but I'm pretty sure next week's Stardust won't hang 3 hours with us.
Or 5. Never know.
Or 5.
You never know.
Yeah, never know.
Yeah, you never know. That'll be fun. I'm excited for it. That's dope, dude. I'm fucking gonna have to look. You're gonna have to send me a link and so I can look. Well, I think I wrote the name down here somewhere. I'll look around.
Yeah, I'll tweet a link out to this stuff. I got this Twitter profile too, but I'll tweet a link out to this stuff, this webpage and stuff, so you can get a little view what's going on, and then I'll send you.
Yeah,
I'll
man.
send it to you.
It's all good. I trust in you. It will happen. It'll be good. It was fun.
Yeah, I'll get it there. I'll work on that tomorrow.
Yeah. Thanks for hanging out and doing this with me, Willie.
Get some info. Yeah, man. Of course. Thank you. It's fun. We wouldn't do this if it wasn't fun, right?
100%. I can tell you what, man. Definitely going to bed at 9:30 when you got to get up at 6 is a good idea. But I'm quite willing to fucking do this every week because it is fun. Totally.
Yeah.
100%. Well, on that note, thanks for coming out, man. Poke Shaman. It's Telos. Our biggest fans tonight. Fucking
They're always our biggest fans.
Yeah. Well, thanks everybody for coming out. Thanks JBurn. Thanks Willie for being my host and co-host. Appreciate you. I'm going to play that Like Love tune to end off our whole deal tonight. You have a
Sounds
good night.
good.
You have a good night, Willie. Everybody else, take care of yourselves and each other. We'll see you next Tuesday.
She's in my thoughts, she's in my brain, she's in my heart, she's in my way, she's in my thoughts, she's in my brain, she's in my heart, she's in the way, she's in my thoughts, she's in my brain, she's in my heart, she's in the way, she's in my thoughts, she's in my brain, she's in my heart, she's in the way. I never felt like this before, this before, this before. I never felt like this before, this before, this before. I never felt like this before, this before, this before. I never felt like this before. Inside of her arms is my favorite place. Inside of my arms is where she feels safe. I can't believe all the things that we made. You make me smile everything that you say. You got me asking how much can I take. All of this love makes me feel like I'll break, but this is something I don't want to escape. You have my faith, I want you to stay. She's in my thoughts, she's in my brain, she's in my heart, she's in my way, she's in my thoughts, she's in my brain, she's in my heart, she's in the way. I never felt like this before, this before, this before. I never felt like this before, this before, this before. I never felt like this before, this before, this before. I never felt like this before.